Hey,
Yo, what is up?
what's
I just
up?
woke
What's...
up.
Hold on. First off, I can't believe that Ssaab is actually awake.
Yeah, when I
I can't
told,
believe
I'm ready.
that.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here.
well, so
Thanks for the invite.
I held tryouts for the for who could be the first guest, and Sab was desperate. I mean, this guy was desperate to get on, guys. You have no idea
What can I say? I'm always
the
just in
kinds of things he was willing to do to be the first guest. Oh my god, it was crazy.
That's because clout is the best currency on the internet, right?
True.
I'm glad I
yeah.
got plenty of that.
Yeah. How do I fucking pull out a Discord call? I'm trying to. I don't know.
So what you do is, someone has to start a cam, and then you can pull it.
All right, Seb, pop open the cam.
Let me go find my camera. Hold on. I'll turn on camera. I don't give a shit.
Can I just say? Oh, can I just say this is already starting off great as an RP podcast. Let me go find my fucking camera. Fucking no cam Andes.
Yeah, you know what? I have my camera. I'm waiting for Trav to get back so he can fix it. It's
All right.
like
Also, I want
blurry.
to set some expectations about what this kind of listen. We are a no drama. No, we're talking about RP in general, okay?
And drama.
And a little bit of drama. You know what? Okay. I'll get it.
Is drama though.
Let me tell you guys something. This is actually just I'm using this podcast as a platform to announce. Get ready. You guys ready? Can you guys give me like a little drum roll?
Yeah.
An uncapped subathon. That's right.
Ooh.
You've never seen this
all
before.
right.
I'm going to do an uncapped subathon where I do low quality RP in GTA, a game that's really easy to stream for 12 hours because you can let other people carry your content while you're AFK and browsing Reddit with your camera off. And after 12 hours, I'm just going to run VODs and then go to sleep. And basically, it's just my same schedule.
Fucking man.
I like where
Innovative.
this is going.
What a it's a subathon like you've never seen.
So
Anyways.
then now you can, so once the camera's on, then you can pop it out and then you can just like drag it over.
Okay, hold on, let me just.
That's what yeah, I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with doing a uncapped subathon. I mean, me personally, they're just not for me because I like to do like 8 hours of good content and I'm an old man, so I can't do.
Okay, well that's funny that you think it's funny that you think that's good content.
You got your fucking Fortnite cam. Sab has the Fortnite cam.
There we go.
Well, I don't even know where to put. I don't even
like
know
this.
where to put this.
Just put it out on your main screen.
I'll throw it in somewhere just so people can see this.
Sab, you're looking good, my man.
Thank you.
I'm so well now. I feel bad. I made him fucking put on his camera during his day
Now
off.
after Ramadan started, I've been fasting a lot. So
Okay.
8 days now of fasting.
Wait, you haven't eaten for 8 days?
No. It's just you only can eat from sunset till sundown.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm the type of guy that when like I get the urge to eat, I have to do it. Like, I don't have that level of willpower. But
It takes time. It takes a lot of time and discipline for sure.
I can't remember who told me. Somebody told me I should go on a 3-day water fast. And I tried it and I lasted 6 hours.
Well, a lot of studies show that fasting is really good for your cells and your body because it does a lot of just focusing on repairing. It spends a lot of the energy trying to repair the body instead of trying to use all that energy to digest and convert all that food into your bloodstream.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't believe that.
All right, maybe what I'll do instead of an uncapped subathon, I'll just like say I'll go without eating. And then I have a reason to get off stream, and then they just have to I'll just fast. I'll do a fastathon. And I'll just see how long I can go without eating. Maybe that is a 200 million IQ idea.
You should try it, honestly. I would try it.
I kind of would, but I wouldn't want to do it like man, it'd be hard. It'd be
Okay,
really
okay.
hard for me.
I'm trying to figure out how the also I don't have all of the stuff I have for this is temporary, including my fucking Scuffed temp overlay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do because I also like listen. I want Sab to be able to fucking break his fast and not feel like he's haram like on fucking camera or whatever. So
Yeah, what's going on? Talk to me.
Do we have a Discord that we can hop into that we can be like in a channel for? Because that's way easier to do like bubbles and shit for. I feel like that's gonna be easier.
I mean, you can just make one. You literally can just make one like right now and then invite. We can invite everybody to it.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure I'm good at that. Let's. How do I make a Discord?
Sure,
Bro, I pay people to do this shit
bottom.
for me. A plus sign at the bottom?
Yeah, at the bottom. So if you scroll down your servers at the bottom, there's a button that's like a plus sign. It'll say add server, and then you can literally just make
create my own.
There you go.
So probably, but it's not going to be a partnered server, which means the bit rate's a lot lower for it. So that's why you kind of like a lot of people when they do this kind of stuff, they
just go into fucking my fucking server.
What's your server? Invite me.
Yeah, can you post?
Yeah, this is just how I get more people in my server. Perfect.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, that's not working right there.
I got a whole bunch of people in mine already, but I'm sure you do too. No. We can use yours. It's fine.
All right. Fuck.
How'd you come up with your name? How'd you come up with your name?
Which one? Blaustoise?
Yeah.
This is why I shouldn't have invited you on the fucking podcast, dude. Oh my god. I wanna fucking.
How did you come up with your name?
I wanna farm fucking.
Okay.
I wanna fucking farm drama. Listen, the whole point of this is for me to farm drama clips for my secondary YouTube channel, which is a clips channel. But the whole point is that I can't like actively cause the drama. I have to just bring other people who will then cause drama and say stupid fucking shit, and then I just sit here and let it happen.
Dude.
Not fucking you asking how I got my name. I combined my last name Blau with the Pokemon.
That's an introduction, no, to a podcast, right?
Nah, that is pretty good,
I'm the first time. It's my first time on the podcast, so I just wanted to know what's going on. That's all.
Okay, well, hey mods, can you guys make a private voice chat for me? Thank you guys. Love you mods. Thank you. All right, we're gonna hop into one.
All right, let me tell you something though. All right, I have the best idea. So I'm starting a clips channel where all I do is react to people reacting to me. It's genius. Because a lot of
actually
people,
it's kind of
like,
smart.
Dude, yeah, a lot of people react to me, and I'm just gonna react and just go completely ape shit. Like it's gonna
that's a good idea.
And there's the thing is though, there's literally like a year's worth of people reacting to me that I can react to. It's literally genius. But I'm gonna have to wait for Trav to get back so I can get my face cam to like focus.
Also, they can't DMCA you because they're already reacting to your reactive stuff.
Exactly.
Oh
that is really smart. I never thought about that actually. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna react to people reacting to me.
You make them do the work, they do the cutting out, the editing, and then you take all that and then react to it completely.
They're doing all the fucking work, and I'm just gonna like fucking throw it into a fucking clips channel and shit like that. It's gonna be great.
And then the best part of it is you can go to people's chats. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna make an alt Twitch name, and you're gonna go into people's chat when they're reacting to shit, and you're gonna post your own clips for them to react to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Holy shit, that is taken to the next level.
Dude, it's literally like a nuclear generator of just fucking like shit. Like it's
a content machine, basically, right?
Do you guys ever have that when you're doing reacts?
That channel, by the way, the Kyle Reacts channel.
Do you guys ever have that happen, by the way? I'll be like streaming and I start to like recognize these names, but like I'll be like streaming and I'll be like playing fucking like Fortnite, trying to like, learn how to build some shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Haven't been in GTA in like a month, and some random chatter will come back. Yo, Blau, what's your take on Silence Ban? And I'll be like, what the fuck? Yeah, look, and it's like they say, and if I say, and I'll say like, I'll be like, what's my take on Silence? I don't fucking know, man. Silence Ban the fuck. And then I'll look the YouTube fucking 24 minutes later. Blaustoise gives take on Silence Ban. And then like
they're forming. There's a lot of chat hoppers and chatters that have degrees and master of PhD degrees, and trying to bait a reaction out of you. They know what they're doing going into it. They know how to phrase a question. They know how to leave a question mark at the very end, so leave it open-ended for you to jump into it, right? Bro. And then they know you're the kind of guy, Blau, that likes to give his takes on what's happening in the RP. You've done that plenty of times in the past, right?
I just like to hear my own voice. So, yeah.
Dude, me, it's real easy. Someone just comes in my chat and this says CG and then insert sentence there, and then I'm just like, okay, well, then I just get going.
It's all it takes sometimes.
That just gasses me up.
Let me see if we have a channel yet in my that's a private one. Oh, I'll have to like probably drag you guys in or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me one
You're
second.
gonna have to drag us in.
Yeah.
What channel do you want us to go into in your Discord?
You just go into any of them. I think I'll.
All right, let's go into the just chatting one.
Oh, I'm gonna here. I'll pull you guys in. Okay, give me one sec, chat. Oh god, this is gonna get complicated. They're gonna have to like verify themselves and a bunch of other shit. Oh. Oh wait, that worked. You got in here. How'd you get in here? Did someone drag you in?
No, I just jumped in here. The way that you have your Discord designed and set up when people can enter is actually crazy. I had no idea you can do that.
Oh, the like, what
was
it?
Member section. Like it shows like all your information, your profile picture. It's pretty cool.
Oh, and then I think we actually force people to be verified. Wait, how do I drag Kyle up into here? Hold on. Let's see if that works. All right. Oh, I tried to. Hold on. Oh. All right, Kyle, are you here? It actually worked.
Might have to acknowledge the rules for him to talk though.
Kyle, you have to acknowledge the rules of my Discord.
I did acknowledge them. I didn't know that. That was a lot to read. When I saw that pop up, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's what I said.
Rules, man.
Yeah, that's good. You know, rules are made to be followed.
And broken.
True.
Okay, hold on. Let's get an overlay in. And that way. Okay, finally, tech setup done. All right. Our main topic for today, for all the 3.0 frogs, and this is what I want to talk about. Like, what is 2.0? Why are we going back to 2.0? Not that you guys are NoPixel, royalty. Well, Ssaab, are you still an admin? Are you allowed to say if you are?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my god.
He's a senior admin, I think.
Oh wow.
No, not a senior. I'm just a junior, just a lonely junior.
Well, that's better than me. I was an admin for 3 months and left.
The amount of times that Ssaab has banned me. Oh my god.
Honestly, a lot of people do get banned on the server. They just don't talk about it. And there's always this perception that, hey, nobody gets banned. But you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked.
Look, when I shot that guy outside of the CG compound, I was ahead of the time. All right? I stand by that one. That ban warranted at the time, I guess. But I was ahead of the curve when I shot that guy who was having casual conversations on a goddamn police standoff.
Kyle, why the hell do you not light up in the Discord when you talk?
Because I don't have push to talk.
Yeah, you got voice activation.
I can turn on push
I have
to talk
voice activation on.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, mine is just like I don't know. It's always showing that green highlight around me.
Oh, well, whatever. Fuck it. We
Does
run
it show mine?
Yeah, you're doing great, Ssaab. You keep doing you, okay? You're doing fantastic.
Right,
okay,
excellent.
cool.
Excellent. All right. There you go.
Well, okay.
Why?
This is the main reason for the podcast. We talk about some stuff in RP. I want to understand more about RP spaces beyond just what's going on in 3.0, which gang is getting posted to the front page. By the way, we definitely need to do this as a future episode. On the top, if you want to be on for this one, I want to do an episode where we go through. I do this sometimes on my stream, but I want to do a longer episode of it where we go through a few. A fucking incident happens, okay? Some fucking incident in RP.
Some drama.
And you look at the Reddit comments versus the YouTube comments, and it's fucking crazy. Bro,
it's night and day.
It's like 2016, presidential election, Facebook versus Twitter, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but YouTube comments, every single one of them, they want me dead. I haven't even done anything except exist.
I can relate on that aspect on Reddit. I think I'm hated. If you think I killed their firstborn child or something like that, it is crazy.
Dude, YouTube comments are fucking dude, they hate me so fucking much. Like, it's insane. I like to read that shit every once in a while because it's like like a bunch of like fucking crazy people to me.
Yeah, I sometimes like reading it too because it's like I just want to know. I want to understand. Like
Why?
You
Why is
can't
there so much?
understand them. You
But
can't.
the problem
They
is,
want
like,
to hate.
why is there such a different of opinion, right? Why is there two different platforms, yet they can't see eye to eye?
Oh, do you want to know the
What makes
actual? Do you want to know the actual reason, or do you want me to give you the bullshit reason?
No, I want to know the actual reason.
Oh, the actual reason is different in demographics. Reddit's tends to be a lot older. So Reddit viewers are likely a lot older. And the sort of like content that they are enjoying, or like RP style content that they want, is going to be something more like slow burn, more like, you know, traditional. Like here's the thing. When I imagine like the Redditors, I imagine some like, I don't know, fucking neckbeardy motherfucker who like, I'll make some dumbass decision on Mickey because I'm fucking, like, let's be honest, like 95% of the shit I do on Mickey is because I'm bored and I'm just trying to get some fucking content in, right? That's the reality, right? So I do that, and then like some fucking paragraph Polly will, like, on Reddit will write out like a fucking master's thesis on why I did that. Okay. Now your YouTuber is completely different. These are some fucking I don't know. They're a bunch of like, I think younger, possibly Zoomers who I don't know. They're just, yeah, they're probably just like Zoomers who just want to see cops shot, rob bank. Like, I don't know.
100%. 100%. That's all it is over there. Dude, the comments, I'm going to pull some comments up now and read them. Holy fuck. All I got to do is type in Kyle Pred and sort. Great. Sort
Yeah, it's just crazy. It is crazy because sometimes I also get some hate on YouTube, right? I'm gonna say something that might sound a bit ego like, but I do feel like, and this is a statement I'm making in the podcast, that I am the most criticized role player on the server. I just feel that way, not because I'm trying to play the victim card.
I agree.
Not because I'm trying to play the victim
title.
Not because I'm trying to play the victim card at all, because I am a people pleaser, right? And that's one of my biggest flaws in life. And
yeah, I don't want to please anybody but myself. We're completely different in that aspect.
I agree with this 100%, and here's why. Because like, okay, and a lot of people will be like, oh, like what about like Wrangler? Bro, fucking Reddit glazes Wrangler. They glaze Penta for Wrangler. They love like he can do the dumbest shit and
they worship the grounds you walk on. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. They worship him. Bro, I agree. Ssaab, you live in this fucking twilight zone of hated. I live
in the gray zone.
Yeah,
I live in the gray zone, and I get fucked over by both sides all the time. Okay, it's the life I live. Sure, could I just stick to one side? But I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy having only one perspective and just running away with it. I don't find fun in that.
I get that. You think you're better than all of us. I get it.
What an asshole.
Yeah, you kind of do suck, honestly.
Hey, sometimes.
Oh, dude, I said this baiting ass shit the other day where I was like, I want fucking Bass to remove AJ Hunter from the troopers because I was trying to bait shit, and I just found a video on it.
Okay.
Of course. There's
Read some of the
Okay, so what I get.
How do I find it? How do I find it?
He doesn't know what to do when he's not in charge of something. Gotcha. Why is pissing people off and getting away with it funny? Where did his Penta mentality come from? First he copies AJ Hunter's hair. Now he wants to be a trooper like him. That's not going to happen when AJ is 10 times a better cop than Pred. Hold on. Now down to the replies. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. That's someone defending me. You must be a Kyle viewer with an awful sense of humor. Loud equals funny.
Loud equals funny is kind of a good description of your content, but
I think it is. I think it is too.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you can be loud like that all the time. I would lose all my energy.
No, it's because I grew up. Listen, my dad's side of the family, they're all Italian. And then my mom's side of the family, they're all Irish. So I grew up in two loud, obnoxious households.
Listen,
Irish people and Italians, they're loud, obnoxious people. I'm just going to say it, and it's just, you always had to yell if you wanted to, you know, something you had to do. And I'm
Where is
glad.
this? Where is this video? I'm trying. I want to see the. I want to see the
Want me to
comments
post
too.
it for you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
post
there's
it in
not
our.
that many. It's only like 2,000 views, but it's got like comments. I'll post it in your
Well,
in
so
your No Mic channel. You have a channel called No Mic. I'm gonna
yeah,
post
throw it in
Oh,
there. Throw it in there.
There we go.
Let me see.
What we should do is you should get one of your mods to also make us our own text channel down here as well that we can only view.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, again,
can't
this
do
we're
my- if I
starting
can't
off.
do
This
my
is new, you know.
Airbnb arc and my. But do you want to answer the question about why we're going back to 2.0? Because I can tell you why.
All right, why are we going back to 2.0? Here's the
People are
answer.
just so burnt out and bored. All right, look, they don't know what to do with themselves when they're not like being spoon-fed like what to do. That's why you see so many people just like stand around and like they're not really progressing any of a story. It's just like an online chat room.
Facts. And on top of it, all the fucking 3.0 gang app and the compound and gang territory has honestly killed roleplay on our server, in my personal opinion. Because all you do, like you said, Kai, you see these people idling around doing fuck all. All you do is just sit there and just do nothing. In the past, you had people moving around the city, people, you know, intermingle and interchatting with other people in groups or different parties, which allow for stories to progress and things to happen. But nowadays, I feel like everybody lives in their own bubble and they don't leave it unless somebody else, you know, forces them to leave it.
I think like things like the gang app
Yeah.
almost like restricted those things even more. It like,
Dude, even Coyle comes into my chat and laughs about that. Coyle was in my chat the other day and he's like, this gang app is fucking retarded. Like, that's literally what he said in my chat. And I was just like, he was like memeing it. He's like, I'm queuing for a bank heist when I was like on Slim trying to like fucking do a robbery. Like, dude, it literally is fucking stupid.
I think I even think I think Coil actually had like a similar take. I just remember like when Saikuno came back and played and wanted to do banks with us. I think that was like the most disturbing shit to him when he was like, wait, we're going on to the Bank Busters app to like queue for a bank. And I think like, okay, this is like maybe a broad thing. It's like, I feel like mechanics can actually fuck RP. Like sometimes you had too many
100%.
mechanics. You actually overcook. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you know what it's like? I don't know if you guys have this, but like, it depends. Actually, no, you guys are both in like Austin. So you probably definitely know what I'm talking about with this shit. Have you ever wanted really good fucking tacos, right? And like, okay, in LA, there's like a tale of two tacos. You can go to like a fucking taco truck with questionable health standards, but like, oh my God, it's like homemade fucking tortilla. The fucking chorizo looks fucking amazing and greasy.
Juicy.
And it
Yeah,
and it tastes so fucking, and it's like, and all it is, it's a fucking tortilla, some chorizo, some onion, cilantro, and maybe some fucking spicy salsa. That's
Don't
fucking
forget
it.
that lime. Don't forget that
Yeah,
lime.
a little bit, some lime. Sorry.
Hint
Right.
of lime.
And it's like, and it's just, or the oh my fucking God, the Al Pastor too. But it's like, it's simple. And that's all they fucking do. And you know what? Maybe they also randomly sell hot dogs too. Cause fuck it. Why not? And maybe some of the fucking hot dog grease gets in the fucking taco.
Mixes and mingles. Yeah, exactly.
And somehow that weird mixture from that taco truck is fucking great. And then you get this like what I call like the fucking like, I don't know, it's like LA white people tacos where it's like some fucking restaurant that's, you know, the tacos cost like $25.
Gourmet taco, yeah.
Gourmet tacos. And they're like, oh, we revolutionized the taco. We added in, you know, fucking avocado slices, bacon, fucking, but it's like the fucking honey glazed maple bacon.
Now
They put
selling our gentrified taco.
yeah, it's super like
$20.
fucking. Oh yeah, it's like chicken breast tacos, like like grilled chicken on the taco, but it's like the fucking, I don't know, it's like grilled chicken from like the Erewhon market that costs like, I don't know, like $50 for a whole fucking chicken. And it's terrible. Anyways, that entire analogy is like sometimes less really is more. Sometimes you just want the meat and potatoes and the grimy shit. That's kind of the same in RP, where it's like with too many mechanics, you end up like restricting everything, you know? I feel like that's kind of where 3.0 got.
Issue. You know what I'm looking forward to though? Holy fuck. The level.
Can you
of
speak
mall.
I hate to say, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better now?
I need you a little
like, I'm
louder.
as close.
You are literally at 200% for me.
I'm pretty close. I mean, I'll turn up with this. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me better
slightly.
now?
It's funny because in game you are so fucking loud, and
I know.
on Discord, this is
All right, what about now? I just changed my mic
A little
position.
better, a little better.
No, it's a little
Discord's
better.
finicky for me. It's really weird. All right,
Yeah.
so dude, like the thing that I look forward to the most is the amount of mauled from people realizing that they have it on fucking easy mode training wheels in 3.0.
1000%.
Dude, they are not ready to just be insta-tased and then fucking no cuff mechanic, dude. They are not ready for like the fucking one local car just fucking appearing in front of you, everybody ejecting and fucking the car being done or you being fucking dead.
One
Like,
crash
wait,
is over.
Wait.
You crash your
There's
car,
no,
it's
there's
over.
no, there's no cuff breaking.
There's no cuff breaking. Tasers had infinite range until like later in 2.0. Remember that, Sab? Remember tasers had like twice the
Half the
range
distance
that
right
they
now.
do now. Yeah, it's literally cut in half. Dude, it is going to be so fucking funny because like I saw clips and stuff, right, of all these people who are like babied fucking criminals saying, I can't wait to play 2.0. And then it's just like, buddy, you're a fucking clown. All right, you're gonna get so pissed off the first time that you fucking try to rob a fucking bank that you're not gonna be able to you're gonna instantly go back to your kids' gloves 3.0 and just throw in the fucking towel. Like in 2.0, you actually had to make plans. It was a rule. Like you couldn't just go rob a fucking bank. Like,
Wait,
of
you're
course
saying you
could.
had to make plans? Oh
you,
my god!
You had to have a plan to a degree. Otherwise, you were gonna get fucking caught. And
Mickey,
you had to
good.
have you had to have stuff like meth on you and coke. And if you didn't have that shit in your car, like crashed or was done so, because you were not getting away otherwise.
Yeah,
like,
if
it
you,
was.
if you didn't have coke
you were
or
fucked.
meth when your car crash, you're gonna get caught. It's over. It's over. You are fucked.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And it's so funny because like I just cannot wait for like, dude, people are gonna be
this literally
like,
sounds like 2.0 is perfect for me.
Not only that, the system designed for banks and bank trucks and the card system is so much more better than a gank app. It's first come, first serve. It's all about emails and time. It's throughout the day. So if you have the right amount of cards or right amount of time, you're ready. You can actually set up your heist around that time, local time in the game, and get ready for it. Prepare for it. Go to that bank and get it done.
You actually had to put in effort into finding out the system, finding out which banks took like which cards or like which banks. Was it a timing thing or was it like banks? It was a timing thing, right?
It was a timing thing, yes.
Yeah.
You got
it
an
was
email
all-
saying basically between so and so you can hit the bank. You need the following cards for
Okay,
X, Y, Z.
and cards were hard to get for a long time too. That's the thing though. It was hard to
Done
get
through
all the
petty
cards.
crime, through chopping cars, house robberies, other means of just doing petty crimes.
I do hate to be that guy though. And I'm gonna get flamed for this, but like, okay, you guys sound pretty excited for 2.0. And I want to like, I'm not trying to douse the fucking the flames with the extinguisher. Here's my douse.
Lazy.
And again, this is, I mean, according to YouTube comments, I was never a game developer, but let's pretend I was a game developer, and let's pretend that I've noticed a trend with games all throughout history, which is people love to look with like rose-colored glasses or whatever. Like, I don't know what the term is. They love the original shit. They're always like, oh my god, League of Legends was best during this season. This game was best during this season. And it's like, well, yeah, because that's when you grew up playing the game and you were still learning it and all the fun was still there, right? And I think sometimes people attribute what they think is like good gameplay or good design or like good experience. They attribute that to like everything around it as opposed to, hey, you were just learning and it was just new to you and fresh to you at that time. My fear is that people think 2.0 is going to be some fucking great shit and y'all going to come back with your jaded asses and then you're like, oh, fuck. And it's going to be novel for you guys for like a little bit and then you're going to realize that you actually want something new.
I mean, that might happen to some people. But I think we're at a point to where we want a fresh wipe. I think that by itself.
Anything fresh wipe
Anything fresh is going to be needed because let's be honest, on 3.0, everybody's got a business, everybody's got a whitelist, everybody's got a fucking bench, everybody's got, no
player-owned businesses. It's so boring. Well, the most boring thing is that like we were supposed to be able to take these fucking businesses in 3.0, but we still haven't taken one. There's only been one business taken, and I think it was fucking Wayne's. Remember
that was a year ago.
The weed thing.
Maybe 2 years ago.
That was more than a year ago. That was like 2 years ago. No other businesses other than that one have been taken.
There's just no cycle of where people go through the up and down. It's just people sit at the top for a long time. It's just like,
and that's what RP's all about. Remember 1.0 when you would fucking get raided, you literally lost everything. You lost your fucking house. You lost your cars. You would literally lose fucking everything. I would know because I lost everything like 9 times. I was the most rated person in 1.0.
I feel like there are some elements of, from what I hear, like 2.0 that sound more hardcore that I hope I like. Part of me also thinks that like there's a few reasons why I think like, you know, NoPixel is running this, but like I think one of the first of all, I love NoPixel for doing classic because it gives a chance for like fucking 3.0 frogs like me to, you know, get our asses kicked and see what it was like. There's that, but also is like a good test, right? I feel like there's probably some mechanics or some like general structures around it that they want to test out. Maybe that's one of them. Like, hey, like let's let people get fucked over more, you know?
Was the weed field a thing in 2.0 too, Ssaab?
It was. That's how you got weed. You went down to the weed farm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
So
you
Blau,
basically-
you used to have to go to the weed field, and then you'd have to go down off of that one place, off that one area by the lighthouse, and then you'd have to like process your weed. And then people would rob you all the time. I used to rob everybody. I didn't give a fuck.
It was a process because you go down to the weed farm, then you take it down to the docks. You have to dry it out completely.
Yeah.
Then it got heavier. Then you have to transport it to a location to package it. Once you package it, then you can sell it.
Dude, you know what the worst thing about 3.0 is the fucking massive gangs. That's like the worst part. Is like every gang's like super friendly and like massive, so nobody like really goes after each other unless it's like just war RP. It's like it's I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of like current gang RP. I feel like it's just kind of like,
I think you got into a fucking like
when you're in a gang, I'm just gonna say it. When you're in a fucking gang, I feel like you're more like a part of a fan club than you are of a fucking gang.
I think it's kind of like it's kind of like World War I too, where it's like, okay, you were part of a gang. Well, we're allied with this gang and this gang. Oh, you're allied with that gang and that gang. Well, we're allied with this gang and this gang. And then you just have like these fucking super giga massive fucking connections of gangs, you know?
Southside gangs were so much different in 2.0. It was a whole different world like when that kind of stuff started happening. Like it really was. It was fucking cool going down to the south side and like dealing with shit. Like whether you played cop or crim, like it had like a completely different atmosphere to it. How many slots are they doing for the 2.0 server, Ssaab?
I think it's less.
That has not been decided, but I got told it's less. Also, I really hope it's a rule of 4 and a rule of 6 because, man, rule of 6 was something else. I loved it when it came to like
dog shit.
I loved it when it came to like non-criminal activity, having 16 riding together. That's cool, right? But when it came to criminal activity and just in general, man, was it a fucking disaster to deal with? Because it felt like never ending when no man left behind. People constantly coming back. You got 5 cars trying to like ram into you. It was a clown show. It was a fucking shit show. And the rule of 4 was just more effective in my opinion.
I'm really
sorry.
sorry.
Rule 4 was way better for RP.
I
have
helped
less cops too.
I helped test the rule of 6. I'm so sorry for that, by the way. But to be fair, I think the vision I had for where I liked having 5 or 6 people was a different idea. Yeah, my defense of like 5 and 6, and again, I think there's actually a middle ground for this. Is, I mean, everyone knows I like my fucking cinematic heist, right? I'm a big fan of, you know, the Ocean's movies, shit like that. And I liked the idea of having 5, 6, and then even at sometimes when we did the casino, we were allowed. I think there was one day where we did it with 7 or even 8 people. But the idea was that it was like it wasn't. Hey, we have 7 or 8 people so that we can have 7 or 8 fucking cars driving around picking people up, or have like fucking 8 people shooting at the cops. It was, hey, everyone has like a role within the job. More like, hey, this person's like, you know, prepping this getaway vehicle. This person's, you know, dressed up to try to stall the cops. This person's like going and doing this. I feel like you could do something where like maybe for like end game heists, groups can bring like 6 people. Or
that's okay. That's okay. If you clear through like Ssaab, like, listen, we got something planned here. We got this heist.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. There's gonna be like a finale or like something big. The server, can we have like more than 4 or
maybe
more than
we
6?
just go back to 4.
I don't see an issue with that, right?
Oh, what if it was this? What if we just go back to 4 and we kind of do it on like, I think you do a hard rule of 4, but then like some people know that they can push it and bring in other people.
You guys are forgetting the
sense.
most important thing. You guys are forgetting. So originally when the rule of 6 came out, it was only for certain things. And then it kind of, the waters started getting muddied for, like, remember, you could only have like, when the rule of 6 happened, it wasn't supposed to be everything was 6 people like it is now.
Correct. Yeah.
It was supposed to be for like jobs and stuff, so you could actually have plans. But then people felt like they had to rush shit, so they weren't able to like properly plan because they felt like they had to rush shit because they had to like go to the bank and like claim it or some shit, or because everybody would like chain hit them like nonstop. Like,
Oh,
don't you remember
God.
Bank O'Clock? Remember Bank O'Clock where everything would just be hit at the same time? As soon as it was available, everything was hit all at once.
Yep.
We used to
That
have
was
like
that was a
people
really
wanted
big
to do
problem.
it.
That
Yeah,
was a
on
really
People
big
wanted
problem.
to do it with no plan.
on the crim side. Yeah, if you wanted to do this was when Mickey was down bad. I couldn't do any. I'd have to like pre-plant a plan. I'd have to like set it up, not even knowing if I'd get like a fucking bank that day. All right, so what are some like? Teach me more though about 2.0. So why sell me on 2.0? And now, by the way, I was gonna do a new character, but now you guys make me think I want to do fucking Mickey.
I'm gonna do a new
2.0.
character. I'm gonna do a new character for sure because I just I want to be able to start fresh without all the
just do
baggage in the
Ssaab.
past. I'm gonna do Alfonso Sebastian, which is Ssaab, but a different name.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
Hey,
new
listen,
character.
still a new character, still quotation mark new character.
What is so yeah, what do you look forward to the most? Like what are you like looking to do, Ssaab, in like
Me?
the 2.0 server?
Southside RP, running drugs, the taco shop, all that was exciting.
Yeah.
Wait, because the taco shop was an actual business that was not a whitelist.
Yep.
That was only people owned it during tsunami, right? So it's open to anybody. It's whoever control it through politics, power, influence, and guns, right? And
Otherwise
then
you
you
get
hired
clapped.
exactly you hired civilians who ran the actual taco shop like a burger shop, right? But behind it in the back, you're prepackaging weed runs to move out of there, right? And then the more you sold, the more reputation you got. And the more reputation you got, the more money you made, right? So, and if you went to jail, you lost that reputation. So the guy who had the reputation, you had to protect. They're the VIP, right? So I'm just looking forward to like organized crime and having consequences if you get caught. I think that's my favorite thing about Crim RP is when things actually matter. Not I go to jail and I get out and nothing matters,
Well,
right? So
dude, a lot of the mechanics were actually like, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the mechanics for crime, not like the banks and stuff, were actually so much better in 2.0 because pings were instant and you could only sell in like certain areas. You couldn't go sell like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of you being able to sell drugs on your gang turf because it's kind of like super protected. Like you used to only be able to sell coke at Vinewood or
No, I'm gonna
or
be
on
honest,
West
dude.
Eclipse.
Selling drugs on the fucking gang. I don't know, dude. Selling drugs on gang turf is just like, I don't know. Oh,
It's too
God.
powerful because like if you have like fucking 10 members around while you're selling
I'm gonna
shit,
be
you can
honest.
just
That's some
nuke the
fucking.
cops.
That's some like factorial like Clash of Clans kind of shit. Like, yo, man, got my like gem producer here. Like, it's pretty like
1,000%, 1,000%. I think there has to be a level of risk
Dude,
besides
I
having.
used-
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead, man.
No, I was saying there should be a level of risk to where, like, selling by yourself and they get you caught, right? Like, it should be an operation. You should have people on rooftop, people watching you. You should have a scout. You should have a hopper. You should have people like. There should be a system in place. I wish people actually spent time with it instead of just like, oh man,
Dude,
today I want to wake up and just sit there and talk to chat and just spam E. Like people do that shit, which is okay, whatever. But I feel like some people just don't role play the aspect of just selling.
dude, I had some. I'm not gonna lie. I had some fun doing like selling coke up in Vinewood. Like so, basically, like Alabaster Slim was a pimp, and I used to have like one of my hoes like dress up and have a purse, and she would like hold all my stuff for me, and then bring
Please
it
tell
back
me you're
and forth. And
playing
when
Slim in 2.0. Please tell me you're playing.
I
Slim.
probably will. I probably
Okay.
will. Out of
Remember
all
who was the
honesty.
co-connect on Slim?
Yeah,
What's going on,
yeah.
motherfucker? That's right, down.
Yeah, that was great. That was
Yeah.
that was good RP. And
Yeah,
then I used to sell the bricks, and then I'd keep a brick for myself so I could like do like sell coke RP. And then like it was awesome because like the cops would like stake me out and stuff like that, and they'd come over, and I just have like my bitch come past and pick up my gun and my drugs and just walk away. And then a lot of times they would be the ones going to jail. It was fucking fantastic.
And that's how it should be. They're the fall guys, right? So, like, when we ran the Coke whitelist, Coyle
Weirdly,
basically gave it to me.
Valkyrie
He said,
had
"Hey,
some more
help me
realistic
run it." I was like,
CRP.
"Okay,
I
I'll help you
actually
run
did,
it."
actually.
What we did is
You
we
did a good
found
job
3.
with that.
Yeah, I mean, I spent months. I had a spreadsheet. We found 3 connects. I picked Alabaster Slim, picked what's his name, Sizz, and I picked Young Dab. Right, all those 3 guys were working under me, basically pushing out coke. I made them pick 3 connect they can have in the city. And I made sure they told me to connect. So I didn't give the bricks to the same people that giving the bricks too. So at least there's competition happening coming from different sides. And I made sure I picked somebody again in the morning, in the afternoon, at night.
I took care of the south side.
That's right. And then sometimes we'll like make up like a fake RP story of like the cartel coming in and trying to mess with our coke. And I would tell the connects, hey, listen, shit is about to go down. Tell you fucking connect, get ready because there's extra supply gonna be in the streets. Try to find it and bring it back to us. And then we'll just roleplay like actually giving out coke to a random person. We'll funnel out. Once we got the coke back, we'll just dump it and just burn it in RP. That way it does not go back into the circulation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it, dude. Coke RP is the coolest RP. I don't know why. This is another thing that's hard to explain. This is why I'm excited for 2.0 because everyone says that Coke RP in 2.0 was sick. This is weird to say. I feel like other drugs. I'm like, listen, I'm some fucking privileged little white boy growing up in Colorado. Like other drugs kind of like scare me. Like meth, fucking heroin. I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of like. I don't want to make jokes about meth and heroin, but for some reason, Coke is just spicy enough, but not too spicy. You know, it's kind of like, well, you know, there's, I guess, a bunch of crazy shit that went on in, you know, all those countries, you know, during like the 1980s and 1990s. And yeah, you still have like, you know, Sinaloa versus.
Haven't you ever seen the movie Blau?
Jalisco, but Coke's kind of sexy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I feel like everyone, no, like, let me.
Rich man drug for a reason, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, come on. And there's, I feel like because there's not needles involved, it's not like, you know. I feel like it's easier for me to make jokes about Coke than other shit.
More socially accepted, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Baltimore, which is like the heroin capital of the entire world. So I mean,
like if I told people, not that I'm telling people this, but if I told people like, yo, man, I did like some Coke, people would be like,
yeah.
But if I was like, yo, I did heroin, right? Like that's a lot more serious, you know?
Yeah, people look at you with like a fucking like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know what I'm hoping for that they do with the 2.0 server? I hope that like bank trucks aren't available at the jump. First off, that shouldn't be a thing. It should be focused on like the robbing progression and like developing the RP and stuff like that. But what I hope they decide to do is like, I do hope that they add like other things that weren't in there before. Like eventually like add heroin. So it's almost like it's the same world, but we're just introducing like new drugs to it and stuff like that. Nothing that's going to be a different mechanic, but just adding like new props for RP. So I mean, you can kind of have like the same world that it was, but just a few little tweaks to it just by adding just like a few simple things that don't change any of the mechanics.
What are cars and driving like? Because I'm gonna be honest, like, oh god, this is. I'll get in trouble for this take, but like when I watch like racing RP or just like kind of like getaway RP in general, I forgot what scene. I forgot what's the movie. Is it The Town where they like they're literally getting away in like a minivan and it's like really narrow streets and yeah, it's the one of the getaway scenes in The Town. They're like in this fucking like minivan and there's little streets and cars are like fucking hitting each other and it looks like some realistic shit. And I kind of like that vibe, like fucking shooting out the car and it looks fucking dope. There's like that, and then there's like, I don't know, Fast and Furious, like, hey, I have a supercar driving through a fucking skyscraper kind of shit. I feel like 3.0 is kind of closer to that. I see some of the craziest fucking shit with cars where I'm like, that just doesn't, it looks like it's like a little too like, I don't know. I dropped people's cars out of the cargo bob the other day and they didn't blow up and I got pissed about it is basically what I'm trying to say. I wish cars were a little bit more like, you know, fragile.
Sensitive. Yeah. Sensitive and fragile. I mean, cars like that, especially when it comes to crashing. There's no like, you crash and then your car smokes. No, you crash, you out. Black smoke comes to your car, it's over. I think they're more robust. The right word I'm trying to use here. And
they're heavier.
Back then, they're heavier. Back then, it was hard to do racing lines. I fucking hate racing lines because they've ruined police pursuits for me. I miss a good old-fashioned chase where it's just, you know, the best driver gets away, right? Like, if you're a good driver, you're going to get away. If I'm a better driver as a cop, I'm going to be on your ass so you crash and catch you, right? I just miss shit like that where it was, like, fun. But nowadays it's so fucking sweaty and just you have to go to the far fucking left of the particle of that street to make it to the far right particle of that street, and then just to make sure
two
you're going
pixels
75.
off this fire hydrant, have to fucking angle off the
If you don't
curve.
get the
Fucking
speed boost at the right time, you're not gonna be on his ass to go for the pace. It's like, dude, why?
All right,
Why do I need a work fucking chart to get there?
Listen,
Okay,
listen.
I
Let's
wanna-
be
I wanna-
honest
I wanna
about
praise-
racing our.
Oh, so
No, you
before
go
you go
ahead,
to
go ahead.
racing, I just want to quickly praise someone. And again, I know that there are issues chasing him because of his Australian ping. But one thing one thing I like about Whippy's RP on Dundee is he does a really good job of actually role playing while driving. He'll yell out and be like, yo, like, fuck you, copper dogs, you're never fucking taking me. Like,
Yeah.
I like his chases feel like the character. They feel frantic and like he's running into shit and he's fucking driving in these crazy, I yell shit at the cops. Like, it feels like it's, you know, not just like, you know, some precise racing game, you know? Anyways,
Well,
what were you gonna
racing
say,
wasn't
Kyle?
something. So basically, in 2.0, racing wasn't something that happened all the time, and cops went super hard on you when you did it. Like they went after you, like as hard as they could. And spike strips were like, dude, the stuff. The people are not ready for some of that shit. Where because like a lot of these people, like let's be honest now, like it's not really racing now when you have phasing on. It's just you doing a fucking time trial. But back then, like we would set up like blocks to like slow down vehicles, and we had spike strips like at the end of like tunnels, and like spikes would stay on the ground until somebody picked them up. They wouldn't just be out for a few seconds, and no matter what speed you were going, you would go over them. And
Oh, I
fucking
wish spike strips stayed on there.
die.
Wait, that sounds sick. Wait,
Yeah,
maybe I
it
like
is.
2.0.
It's way better. No, a
have
lot
to-
of the
yeah, you-
mechanics are way better instead of this like simplified baby shit that we have now. Because like, it's just so fucking. I don't know. I don't like really a lot of the mechanics right now.
I
Personally,
think a lot of
mean-
mechanics were introduced in 3.0 were designed because the sample size was so much larger. So you had a lot of parties involved. So somebody's bound to fuck it up somehow, right? Versus
I-
2.0, which was more
Yeah.
population was at 64, you know, MX, right? And you could see the world much better, and you can have a better, you know, oversight on people who are doing dumb shit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is so talking about racing 2.0 versus 3.0. I'm mixed on racing, so maybe you guys can try and convince me one way or the other, because I like some of the racing RP, but like I do find when I watch racers that like cops interfering or being involved in stuff is like, I mean, okay, people can be like, well, in character they're frustrated, but I'm like, nah, man, I can hear the streamers are just like really, like they're really fucking pissed that the cops are involved. But I'm like, I mean, like, come on. Oh, but that's just, by the way, the number one thing is like anyone saying that someone's like character is upset versus the streamer, like, okay, come on, guys, come on. It's like,
The classic.
people
we're
forget
not like,
that
I'm
you
sorry,
ma-
we're not Leonardo fucking DiCaprio. Well, actually, I can't use him as a. Oh, he's kind of canceled, isn't he? Can someone give me like a really good actor who's not canceled that I can use as an example? I have to ask my chat this.
Keanu Reeves. That's a good
Keanu
one.
Reeves.
That's a good one.
We're not fucking Keanu Reeves, you know, on our fucking 20th take here in a fucking movie, right? We're a bunch of shitty Twitch streamers. We're not that good at acting, guys. Like if someone's character sounds upset, the streamer's
They're probably upset too as well, right?
Yeah.
dude. Well, dude, a lot of people forget like back in 2.0. So I did like a racing arc. I did like Slim Diesel where I bought like this muscle car.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I was terrible. I was fucking terrible, but I could win. But my car was, I literally had the fastest car on the server. I could go like,
The
I could
Elliot,
outrun
right?
anybody. Yep, the
Hell yeah.
Eleanor. And a lot of people forget though about races. Like when the cops would get involved, barely anybody would finish the race. Like people would get spiked.
Yes,
and
dude.
pitted
Why
to
would you
shit, and,
finish a
like,
fucking race if the cops are, bro? This is what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, we
If
would
I'm-
pull off.
If I'm running some fucking illegal street race, you know, in like the fucking industrial district in LA at 2 a.m. and the cops get on it, I'm not thinking, oh, fuck, I got to finish the race to get my G&E. I'm thinking, I want to get my fucking ass and get my car out of here.
Dude, here's the thing though, too. So we weren't allowed to like help each other really get away either because we were also afraid of the rule of 4 back then and getting banned. And like, so basically what it would turn into is just you trying to solo getting away from the cops because nobody would fucking like be on radios and like making phone calls during races because the rule, like like the rules were so strict back then. Like a lot of these motherfuckers just don't know. Like a lot of them just have no idea what they are like in for. Like I lost my prio in 2.0 because I punched somebody without initiation. I punched a few people without initiation.
Holy shit. New copy pasta just dropped. Holy shit. Get ready for this one. Oh my God. 3.0 child game. Look to cartoon graphics to make kid player happy, like children's show. 3.0 cartoon world with rainbow, unlike 2.0 with dark corridor and realistic gun. Oh my God.
Dude, in 2.0,
right,
3.0
is the Valorant of oh my God. Holy shit.
Shooting cops was so uncommon for a long time in 2.0. I'm sure Ssaab knows this. Literally, when like me, Dab, and Buddha and like ambushed cops in the jewelry store, was like the first time like people really shot cops and like fucking got away with it. Bro, my hand was literally fucking shaking. Like it was literally that intense. I like because you would get the 9s.
I remember this during early 3.0 when like some of the first times I ever shot a cop. I remember it being probably the biggest rush I have ever felt in the video game. It was fucking crazy. I loved that feeling. Holy shit.
Dude, yeah, you should have seen it. Dude, all right, one of the best things ever done in all of 2.0 was when a bunch of us got the 9s. Me, Buddha, Dab, and Penta on Ricky. We set up an ambush at a Flecka, but we got fucking just insta-smoked, dude. We got insta-smoked and held for the 9s, because back then, if you, like, attempted to murder people in the first degree, you got the 9s. And they were actually, like, the DOJ was a lot better back then than it is now. Like, I'm not trying to shit on the DOJ, but the DOJ pisses me off in 3.0. But, like...
Kyle,
and then Changgang did... Oh, go ahead. I'm
going to interrupt you real quick. I'm so sorry. My OCD is going fucking crazy.
Go for it.
Can you leave the fucking call and join again?
Yeah, I can.
Join one of the other. I'm going to drag you in again. Hold on. Let me see if this works. I'm so sorry. His fucking green circle isn't lighting up and it's been driving me crazy. I'm losing my fucking mind. Finally. Oh, wait. We have a new channel. Oh, new channel just dropped. Wait, hold on. Let me see if this.
Okay.
Wait, well.
All right, you hear me? Is it better now?
Oh my God, we fixed it.
There you go.
It's better? Okay. Maybe that's all I had to do.
Now it's permanently fucking green. God damn it, Kyle.
What's wrong with it being permanently green?
You know what? Don't worry about it.
I can literally just use push to talk. It's not a big deal.
You know, we'll just listen. We'll just consider you're always talking. Don't use push to talk.
Perfect.
Be comfortable. Listen, we're it's scuffed for the first episode. Don't worry. Okay, so you're saying you guys went in for the 9s for what?
For attempted murder of like
premeditation, basically.
Yeah, premeditated murder of like how many ever officers like appeared on scene. I think it was like 12. And then so we go in, and then Changgang did to this day, which was the best plan and breakout ever. It was literally like hands down one of the best. The only thing that I can think that comes close is when me, Tony, Ssaab, and Young Dab broke out Mr. K. That was a good one. But our plan was, dude, CG had the best plan. They came in with like a dumpster truck that I didn't even know you could do, and knocked down the fucking prison gate with guns in it and armed us all inside of the prison, and then fucking fought the fucking 20 cops to like get us all out of there and shit. It was literally the best fucking plan ever. It was one of the best RP moments ever.
Damn.
Dude, no, seriously, it was the best. It was literally the best fucking plan ever done. One of the best moments ever. No, the best.
I'm sure there's YouTube videos about it. Yeah. I mean, it went down as one of the greatest ones for sure.
Yeah, dude, it was literally the best jailbreak ever done, hands down, in all of RP. And it was so intense and good.
My homework is I will go and watch that, because that sounds fucking... Dude, even you just describing it to me, and this is why I think some of these... This is how I think about, like, if something can be made into like an episode or like a movie, it's like when people are like, oh my God, it was like a movie. Well, that actually is when it's cool, is when it's like a movie, when it's something fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, no, it was so good. There was a lot going on there. There was this whole thing with like Sonya and somebody wanting her dead and stuff like that. And like,
that was Nino Chavez, that's right.
Yeah, Nino Chavez wanted Sonya Summers dead, and she was in prison with us also on the 9s. So like, we broke her out with us, and instead of killing her in prison, like we got away from the cops, and then Chang Gang took her and like gave her to Nino and stuff like that. It was like, dude, it was such a big RP night. It was fucking good. It was fucking crazy.
Fuck.
Dude, no, that was back when like
you guys are getting me
everybody-
hyped for 2.0 then.
No, well,
I'm
the
fucking
only thing you
hyped.
gotta be-
I'm
here,
extremely hyped.
The only thing you got to be hyped for is that people have to just like put effort into the things that they do again. Like that's it. Like
1,000%.
consequences and putting effort in
1,000%.
it. You take people like putting effort and going hard like they used to, and then fucking the consequences of like your actions being amplified times 100, and then it's just like makes for way better, more way better long-term role play, and better for the viewers and audiences too.
Well, one thing I've learned, and I'm like sort of critical of myself over. I don't know how you guys view yourself as role players this way, but like I have bad role play endurance. Like I feel like I can come in and do some like really good shit, but then that's why I go on these fucking long ass breaks where I mean I feel like of people who are like new to 3.0 who still regularly role play, I probably dip out the most because it's just like that sounds tiring to me though, where I'm like, so I feel like I'll do 2.0. I want to do some crazy shit. How do I, in a world where there's even less hand holding, less mechanics to support you, how do you guys like keep up the creative juices, you know?
You got to, otherwise shit's boring. Like if
Okay,
you don't,
Kyle,
like, it's all about progressing
asked,
a story.
This is the
I'll
fucking,
tell you, I'll tell you.
I'm interrupting Kyle. Kyle, I said, how do you do that? And you're like, you've got to, man. You've got to.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
You got it within you, man.
You gotta find it. You got to.
Kyle, looking for some tips for how to be, creative. You gotta find the will, man. You just gotta do it. Like fuck off.
Listen,
Ssaab, you tell him then. Listen,
when it comes to creativity, you don't question it. You don't ask where it came from. You just respect it. So when it comes to when those juices come to mind, you apply them. But on a serious note, though, I think talking to other people, asking people's opinions, asking people you role play with, like, what is a good idea, and just kind of brainstorming ideas, OOC in a Discord call like we're doing right now, or through just, DMs. That's how I get my ideas. That's how I sit there and just try to think of like cool things. Or I take ideas from like different movies or things I'm watching, and I try to implement it into my role play.
Dude, I take a completely different approach than that. All right, my approach was just like I go with whatever's like whatever's going on, but makes the most sense. And like one thing that a lot of people like, you don't have the luxury because everybody has everything they need in 3.0, right? They have like their business, they have like their bench, they have like fucking 30 gang members, and then like fucking 30 affiliates wanting to join their fucking fan club. Like, dude, fucking back then you actually were forced to work with people even if they didn't do shit that was favorable to you, because if you fucking like severed that bridge, you were fucked.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I'm just really excited about a fresh start. I think I just really need it from me. That's one of the few things that's getting me really excited. Fresh start where everybody's in the same level, everybody's broke, everybody's got no money, and it's exciting seeing what path people will take. And I really hope people do not go to the same clicks they're going to again, which will probably happen, but I'm hoping to God it does not.
Well, so what I kind of like happening is like I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna find my way to fucking self-insert myself into Ssaab's roleplay, but not because I, like him, but because I actually do think I do better roleplay when I'm with you. Like I know like we click on roleplay, so I want to. But what my thought is this: I want to self-insert myself into whatever the fuck Ssaab's doing, but I don't know if I want to be your friend, if that makes sense, right? Like maybe we're actually enemies. Maybe we have, shit like that. Ooh. I think it is important. Like, I think it's important to find the people who bounce off of you in RP and who you click with. Because if you're like, hey, I'll roleplay with anyone, and then you end up in situations with people where you're just kind of on different levels, I think that's bad. And then you get, stuck in some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm like, I think it's important to still find people that you click with, but maybe instead of like, hey, you're gang, helping each other out, maybe you guys are like enemies, and that's where the RP is.
And honestly, conflict brings people closer than before.
At times, I'm not more RP than hand-holding.
Yep.
1,000%. And honestly, you get to know that role player pretty well once you go to conflict with them. It's easy to role play with somebody on the high notes, but once things, when things get a bit rough or there's conflict and you're both going at it, I think that's when the true roleplay kind of comes out, and you get to understand how that person likes to roleplay, and from there, you might get closer, or you might get, even further away from each other.
Yeah, and I don't know, like I feel like always the best shit is when like I'm still always of the opinion that the best shit is not when like your fucking money's going up, you got a new house, like I feel like the MMO progression is never when RP is good. It's always good when like shit is tense,
Story
there's stuff
progression.
on the line. Yeah, or your like down bad arcs are always so good. Ugh.
Dude, I can't wait till 2.0. I'm gonna make Pierre Paul fucking miserable as the assistant chief.
That's
Oh,
what I
oh,
said.
speaking-
Whether I'm playing cop or crim, I am gonna make sure that Pierre Paul, the
That's what I
assistant
said
chief
as well.
of police or whatever, is fucking miserable.
Oh, perfect. And then we can do oh my god, we
Bitch,
can
better
run
give me
back.
my phone.
We
Else I'm
can
gonna fucking
run
mold.
back. We can run back Monopoly night too. That'll be even better. Anyways,
Oh
someone,
yeah, we should.
there's actually a comment from the chat. Someone said they talk about serious consequences, yet XQC, Buddha, and Coil are going to be running the PD. Okay, I'm going to touch on that. Hold on. I want you guys to give your take. Here's my take. Okay, first of all, okay, Buddha, while not necessarily like a cop main, like
Knows RP.
Buddha fucking knows RP. Okay, like Buddha just knows RP. I don't know what to tell you. That's Buddha, number one. Number two, people can say this and that about Coil, but at the end of the day, Coil's record stands for himself. He's basically built the biggest RP, well, I mean, that and D10 are the biggest fucking RP servers and communities that are out there. Like, full stop. Like, Coil knows what he's doing. Then you say XQC, bro. Okay, that's the spicy one. XQC on Pierre Paul is actually kind of fucking good. Like, bro, like champion for a bunch of changes for the PD, and also kind of saw the writing on the wall with all the fucking weird gang spray stuff. Wanted his whole like anti-spray initiative. I don't know. XQC on Pierre Paul. And here's the other thing, dude. If I was to be really, this is a fucked up take. If you're a cop, if you're worried about that and you're a cop watcher, say you love Kyle and you love Penta on Wrangler and you love Ssaab when he's not dick riding the crims,
Hey.
then you should love the idea of XQC in the PD. Do you know what that means? That means you have the biggest fucking clout fortress for the PD. Like, holy shit. Now the PD are fucking up good. Oh, you want to shit talk?
Finally.
You want to shit talk the cops? Congratulations. The fucking juicers are coming for your ass, man. How do you guys not realize that the PD is going to be where it's fucking at in 2.0? Holy shit.
I actually think it'll be good. Like, I actually think it'll be really good. I think it'll be funny as fuck if I'm like doing my cop shit and then like I'm gonna just do the same shit like I would do back in the day and just see how like the current people that are heads of the PD react. Like, I'm real curious like where they're gonna keep the fucking like line drawn for how serious they want the fucking PD to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the first week or so will be telling. And I would imagine, like it wasn't 3.0, banks were disabled and bank trucks were disabled the first week because more focused on RP and trying to get yourself familiar with your character and surroundings first before doing crime.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
Player-owned businesses. That's the thing I'm excited for the most. Player-owned businesses are fucking trash and should never be a thing. Fucking
Ooh,
these fucking crazy stashes that are unrateable. Like, all this shit just has to fucking go.
Let's talk a little bit about that, about the business stuff. Why do you hate player-owned businesses so much, guys?
If you can't lose them, then they're just money printers. Like, they just make so much money.
Okay, this is a complicated thing that I was trying to think of. Like, okay, what if you're so I mean, I'm even, you can even use like Buddha as an example. It's like, okay, Buddha pays for like the interior of the Rooster's Rest or stuff, like pays to like have like stuff done for like an asset in game. Okay, so the streamer, the role player is like paying to put this stuff in the game for their stuff for their character, which honestly is like some people can critique it, but at the end of the day, I think it's kind of net good because it's basically like, hey, I'm a bigger creator. I've now invested money into something that will make the server better for everyone, right? Do you think that if you do that, you have to basically sign an agreement that you can like lose it in game?
It should be the expectation that you can lose it. Like, you shouldn't be able to do like pay for something and say, well, I paid for this, so I can't lose it. 100%. Like, if you're like, you should be okay with like losing it if you're going to have it made and stuff like that, because that's what makes sense in RP. I mean, you could always just make another character and then do it that way. You know, it's like there's nothing stopping people from having like multiple characters and then just like not doing crime, or just doing smarter crime. But yeah, you shouldn't be, nobody should be, you pay for something, therefore you can't lose it. It just, it'll be what it is now, which is nobody loses anything. But the thing is, though, if you have a business and you do lose it, that actually creates more RP, because it'll just be like a complete redo. Someone will buy it, someone will like fucking manage it differently or something. Maybe they'll change some stuff. As long as like so is it the streamer that has the dev support, or is it the fucking institution in RP that has the dev support? Because it should just be the institution. Like,
Right.
yeah, the streamer can get stuff done, but at the end of the day, it's got to be the establishment that has the dev support and not just the fucking players that get the shit made. That's why I never got anything made, because like, I mean, the people were talking about that towards the end of 2.0.
Because
like,
you're lazy and broke. Got it. Clip it.
Lazy and I'm a millionaire.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but like I get what you're saying. It's actually it's hard. Like I could see an argument where it's like, hey, only NoPixel decides what goes in. You can request stuff of the devs, but at the end of the day, you can't pay to have stuff go in. But then like, and maybe this is like one of the better examples. I actually look at what Buddha has put in, and I love what he's put in. Granted, I've always, and I actually have paid. I paid for I'll be honest about this. I have helped pay for Clean Manor. So like, yeah, and I can say like OOC, when I say paid for Clean Manor, I'm not talking about the character Mickey. OOC, a bunch of us helped pay for stuff for Clean Manor. Granted, Buddha paid for the majority of it. So Buddha, it's like majority his, but a bunch of us chipped in for Clean Manor. Yeah, we have equity in Clean Manor. I own like, you know, like maybe like one of the runes. But I was down to lose it. And I actually think Buddha would be down to lose it as well. Even though he has like the fucking like Batcave shit going on in there. Like, I think he's down to lose it. I think maybe it's fine. I think we should allow people to have custom assets, build stuff in the game, and they pay for it. But you have to just be okay with losing it in RP. Is that like how we?
Agreed.
And as far as unrateable stashes and stuff like that go, it has always been the opinion of the now, you know, dead heist crew, the Clean Boys. We were always down to have the fucking Manor stash. I don't know why. Like, bro, I so desperately.
People are
wish
afraid of being called metagamers. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Bro, just honestly, like, I think then it's on us to like basically spam our community and like, it's like, it is not one thing. Like, we can't just not say anything. We literally have to spam our community and spam other people. Like, yo, this is good. This is totally fair for them to do it. Bro, it's not like, if you raided the fucking house of I don't know, whatever we were at the time, fucking crazy bank robbers, drug dealers, whatever, you would fucking bust up the house and find shit, right? Like, there's not like, you're not gonna have some fucking secret
you would tear
hole.
it apart.
Yeah.
Well, that's why one of the things like I wanted to start doing was like, I knew there was like a lot of like hidden stuff for a lot of like the player made houses.
People are saying I own the doghouse at the Clean Manor. Fuck off.
I didn't hate the idea of like people spamming like the thermite things, as long as they were like putting effort into like search RP to try and find something. But at the same time, then everybody who's done that has been like banned and like shunned. But like, how else are you supposed to like further the progression of like a raid? Like, I do think you need to have some type of like reason to believe that there would be a hidden stash in RP. Like, if you don't find anything, you can kind of come to the conclusion, hey, whatever, maybe it's hidden behind one of these walls or something like that, and then go around.
Right.
But
and like, and maybe it's
a lot
like,
of people are afraid to do that kind of shit, though.
Yeah, I really think that it depends on, maybe it's like that whoever's like leading the call. I'd be curious because, you know, I know Ssaab's led a bunch of the raids on the fucking Clean Manor. Maybe it depends like what the kind of instance is where it's like, oh, if you're raiding them because John Paul had a C boost that he drove into the manor, and then we got in a giant shootout there. Okay, maybe that's not the time that you go and search the whole fucking house. Maybe you're like John Paul, God, the fucking C boost incident. But it's like, oh, okay, like Mickey or Lang or Tony was caught with like a bunch of guns or like we're talking weapons trafficking, gun trafficking. Cool, fucking search the whole house then. Bring them down, right?
Yeah, there should be. I mean, I agree with that. But that's only because like in RP, if you don't have actual like the reason to think something is there, so like probable cause if you're a cop, then you're kind of just like you're basically kind of like soft metagaming and making assumptions. RP is always better when you don't just make assumptions and have like actual in character information to support the ideas that you have. Like it's almost like a math equation. You should be able to show your work as to like why a character thinks there's a hidden stash. Or like why there's something like, and a lot of people don't do that legwork. They kind of do like the lazy approach. And that's just the problem with RP in general is people being lazy.
How do raids, so going back to 2.0 stuff, how do raids and like assets and stuff like that work in 2.0?
The same way in 3.0. I mean, nothing really changes, just different time and fun, I guess. And just search more is still the same. Everything is still the same, right?
Pretty much the same. I mean, but a lot of the things, so I know from being raided a bunch of times in 2.0 how it would go down. Like, I had like my music studio, Cop Killer Records. I did it first before your favorite streamers did. I made the fucking music RP. Just saying, Slim and Young Dab did. We did it first. And then, so they would like search my music studio, which was like kind of like a template building. And then they would just search your apartment and your homes. And it was just pretty much like, it was just like, it was literally the same thing as it is now. Like literally nothing different. But they would just search everything by default, not like exclude businesses from it.
Yeah, I also saw the whole like the Wrangler trying to like raid the Clean Manor recently, all that bullshit, and like, oh, it's like a business and all that. Yeah, I don't know what mechanically needs to change, but like end of the day, if you know, if someone gets scooped up and you want to lock shit down, I think the cops should be able to lock it down.
No, you didn't lock shit up back then. So what you did was you actually staked out the shit. There was no lockdown mechanic. So raids didn't happen that much, and crime was crazy, but not crazy enough to the point to where you couldn't get half the police force to focus on locking down places, which was way better for RP because people were actually able to sneak in and get stuff out or stop or attack people during the raid instead of like, you don't need the lockdown mechanic. It's just not necessary. Like as long as the server population's like smaller and there's not like crazy nonstop crime going on, you can do raids appropriately and leave the door open for interference.
You know,
like that's the way it should be.
Do you know what's really funny? And these are people who I don't think live in LA. There's a bunch of people who are like joking about like business mansion, Pepe W, stuff like that. Okay, do you guys know that in LA and like in the hills, like Vine, which, you know, Hollywood, the hills, like places that are based off, or like the Vinewood's based off of, there actually are a bunch of that's literally a thing. There's business mansions, and it's done for tax purposes. There's a lot of fucking like mansions that are businesses and that they rent out as, or like that they basically list as businesses that aren't technically residential.
Yeah. I think that
someone
like
in my
everywhere.
chats. So it's a TikTok house. Okay, not quite TikTok. Honestly, the Clean Manor is basically a TikTok house. Let's be real.
I mean, the only reason why I let people live with me in my house now is I can actually write everything off as a business. So that's what I'm doing now is I'm writing off my house as a business expense.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to see how that goes.
Okay, I have a question because this is like, and maybe you guys can tell me if like 2.0 is a different vibe for this. Maybe this is what NoPixel actually needs in the future, is two sort of separate vibes of servers. Because here's like, someone said IRS inbound.
I'll be fine.
Okay,
by the way, I do have to dip out. By the way, I do apologize. I gotta leave. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, you have a good one, Ssaab.
I know you had to
leave. I appreciate that. Right.
We'll bring you on another time when we should bring you on for the YouTube versus Reddit thing, because I want to see if they actually hate you as much equally. Oh yeah, you should be our guest for that. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, I'll take care. Good luck.
No, dude, the best one would be me, Penta, and Ssaab. for the YouTube fucking comments one and Reddit comments, seeing like the polar opposites.
Okay, but you know what, Mr. Wise Guy, then I'd want to bring on, I don't know, fucking like Kevin and Rami for Reddit, bro.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'll fucking bring them on. What if I brought
I'm
you
sure
guys
me and
all
Rami
together?
can find something to argue about. I'm kidding.
Anyways, yeah, no, because Reddit's like, can you admit this? Reddit's disingenuous and kind of mean to them, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean,
Yeah.
well, so Reddit is like the Penta Kyle Buddha people, right?
Yeah.
And then YouTube is kind of like the XQC, other crims and CG
Mandem,
audience.
yeah, Mandem CG.
Yeah,
yep.
it's like literally, it's just all the audiences go to different places. Probably because of age, if I'm being honest. I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but it probably is because
No, I
of
think
age.
a lot of it's age, and like, I mean, again, there's like, so here's something else. This is oh my god, this is getting into a broad fucking topic. Do you think that NoPixel 3.0 almost tried to appease too many people and too many types of RP? And
Yeah.
let me cook. Because let me cook on this. I wonder if the best version of NoPixel in the future is like 4.0 plus a hardcore server, because I think there's like this vision that maybe you and I have where like, it's fucking, it's Mickey and Slim are in a fucking, well, I don't know, my new character, because I'm retiring Mickey to do
It'll
other
be
shit.
Mickey.
No, it's not gonna be Mickey. No, I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Let me. That's another topic. New character. I'm done. Listen, I have a problem with playing Mickey. But I'll explain that later. Imagine you're like in a fucking, like, you're in a van and it's fucking getaway and you're shooting at the fucking cops. Fucking crazy. We're screaming around. Fucking terrifying. We barely escape. We're not using a fucking supercar to get away, because the reality is, if I drive a fucking Bugatti on the street in a getaway, that car's gone. Like, the cops are gonna fucking find that. Like, no one drives a fucking Bugatti in a getaway. You go and get like if you're gonna drive fast cars, you go and like steal the cars or boost them to do the job, right? Maybe it's a boosted Bugatti, sure. But like, there's crazy, there's car crashes going on. We fucking hit a curb, the car goes flying, bam, it's out. We got to get on foot. Then you have like a 3.0 server where like there's 7 supercars driving around at Mach 5, doing 360s off of jumps, shit like that. I think those are two different styles of RP. And like, one's like just action and content oriented, and one's like more grounded in realism. And I think NoPixel needs to support both. Because I think the problem with 3.0 is that 3.0 tried to allow for all of that, and that's where a lot of the clashes come.
Yeah, agreed. I'm trying to find a clip for you right now that is like, show you like, where the fuck is it? It's just like, so basically, like, I had this character called like Brett Biggledoinks that just like said yes to everything, and like we kidnapped this one guy and I made him like get down, and I used him as human cover as I fired an AR from him in the back of a box truck while Apples was driving it, and I can't find the fucking clip.
While you're looking for the clip, I'll touch on the Mickey thing. The problem I have with Mickey that probably a lot of people see, because people are always like, oh my god, Blau like will do this serious RP, but then he does this like dumb RP. It's like, bro, I'm fucking bored. I'm a content creator who does variety besides just GTA, and I come in and I want to do I spur of the moment different things. That's what made me realize that I need to have more characters, because like I'll go in on Mickey and do some serious arc with the character, and then the next day just do some fucking dumb shit. And what I realized, like, I was like, damn, I kind of wish there was like 2 different servers. Like hey, this server, I'm doing fucking pure serious roleplay Mickey. And on this server, I'm doing more Fast and Furious Mickey.
Yeah, can I be honest with you about something?
Yeah.
You would enjoy, I think you would enjoy serious RP more than Pog RP, because when the moments happen in serious RP, it's like 100 to 1 the feeling of like stuff in Pog RP. Like when you shoot a cop, you're worried about actually getting caught and going to the 9s. Like it's way more like, people care way more as well as like from a viewer's standpoint. Like it's way better. And I'm pissed off that I can't find this fucking clip. Oh, somebody already found it. Oh, here, let me send you this. This is a dope one, actually.
I'm gonna watch it.
Like this is just like some of the stuff. Like I always made sure like I had a plan and stuff. I'm gonna post it. There you go. And I'm gonna watch it as well.
All right, let's see this. I like this. Pulling up clips on the podcast is nice.
God! Oh god! Oh shit! Wait, stand in front of me! Stand in front of me! Oh! Get crouch down! Crouch down now!
Move back, man.
Crouch down! Okay. I was a lot louder back then. I used a real shitty
Alright, listen. Here's the plan. Troy wasn't there, so we got this guy instead.
Fantastic! What the fuck is going on?
Listen, they won't shoot at us if we have a hostage.
But we're shooting at them.
Oh shit!
I gotta reload.
Alright, we gotta pull over.
Bro, that is, yeah, dude, this kind of shit is what I fucking live for. Oh my God, that's sick. Bro, could you imagine this if I did this with my shaders today? That, by the way,
dude, your game looks so good. You need to help me out one night and set my stuff up. I love the cinematic look of your game.
I'm still doing a few adjustments with it. So I did some stuff from coil. Mine's partly coils stuff and then partly some stuff that Neutron helped me with. But fuck, that looks sick. I'm also, I love that there's no crosshair.
Yeah, dude, no crosshair is so much better than having a crosshair. I really hope that in 2.0, like they really actively try to get like all these Valorant Andes that have their monitor crosshairs off the fucking server, but all of them are going to be using them anyway. It's going to be a fucking pain in the ass.
I mean, I don't know. That just felt like, dude, the way you, like, having them fucking crouch down and you're fucking shooting the guns and stuff. I don't know, man. Like little things like that feel good. I think you've seen, I don't know what of my work you've seen, but I feel like when you interact with Mickey, you're going to mostly see more of my SBS shit. I've had a few arcs and few moments where I do like pretty good serious RP and I love it. I also just have a penchant for stupid dumb shit. Also, that's how I make,
yeah, you got to have a balance.
That's how I make TikTok and YouTube videos also, because TikTok and YouTube don't give a fuck about RP. They care about completely nonsensical me. Listen, let me tell you what a TikTok is. Okay. If you want, do you think TikTok gives a fuck about Kyle Pred
No.
arc with the CPD? How is his relationship with Jenny? They don't give a fuck about all that shit. Okay. What they want to see is they want to see me grab someone with a cargo bob, grab a car, ask them questions about K-pop, and if they get the questions wrong, I drop the cargo bob. Okay, that's what TikTok wants to see. And I'm sorry, but I'm also a fucking content creator, and I'm trying to get my fucking bread up. Okay, sue me.
Yeah, I'm kind of a one platform Andy. I don't do good on TikTok or YouTube at all, but I'm gonna start like doing more stuff. I'm gonna start doing like react shit for both TikTok and YouTube, and just kind of see how that shit goes.
Yeah, but and to the point though is like I feel like that stuff still, you know, whether it be 2.0 or 3.0, I still feel like stuff like that can be fun. Like, hey, today I just fucking grabbed a cargo bob and I did trivia with people and then fucking dropped their cars if they got it wrong. But I wouldn't do that on a hardcore, because at the end of the day, it's still a game. It's still GTA. And I think for me, I have like this mixed desire to fucking stand there and emote all day and try to come up with the wittiest one-liners and like this fucking crazy back and forth dialogue between me and some fucking other, you know, cartel that I'm fucking vying for power with. And like, I love that shit. I want to set a fucking movie scene of good dialogue. Other days, I just want to drop cars out of the sky. And so for me, that brings up
both.
Bro, for me, that brings up another point. Well, okay, so I think there needs to be kind of in the future ecosystem of NoPixel, I think you want two servers and less of like a whitelist and a public and more of a, I'm now more bought into the idea of like a hardcore versus like kind of like an action pack server.
Yeah,
But,
I think I mean that's the way that's like when they started doing public servers of like 3.0. That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be the serious whitelist server and then the pog tent farming fucking public servers. And
oh, dude, I literally I made Upgood Michael for the fucking public server, went in, and I was like going in fucking shootouts with the cops, doing crazy fucking insane shit. It was great. But
Dude, the RP on the public server is actually good. I've been there a bunch of times.
yeah, I feel like I also feel like because we're in the end of like 3.0's life cycle, that like it's just like a lot of people just. I also feel like because they've announced 2.0, they announced they're working on Red Dead, they've announced that they're working on Hardcore and 4.0. A lot of people are kind of like coasting right now, you know? Like,
Yeah,
they're
people
kind
have
of
been
waiting
coasting
the
for
next thing.
months. Same thing happened at the end of 2.0, dude. That's just what happens when new things get announced. People just, my bad, I looked away from my mic. When new things get announced, people just lose interest in what they're doing currently and to start prepping for like what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, although I will give credit to I mean, I gotta give credit to Buddha on his recent arc. It has been fucking crazy. I've been watching it in the mornings, and it's like I actually know what it feels like to be an overinvested RP frog, because I love watching Buddha's arc. I go and flame the streamers that you know, are opposing him, and no, I'm kidding. I would never. I do love my favorite hobby. It's my favorite bit that never gets old. I love going into cops chat and just like spamming like horrible shit on my verified Twitch account. I love doing that.
It's a good way to make friends.
Yeah.
I don't really watch a lot of Twitch. Like I mean, I watch a little bit of Twitch, but I don't really watch a lot of roleplay at all.
Same. Well, okay, same, except I watch a lot. I watch Buddha. Actually would watch Buddha and Tony like when I did work. Back when I was a game dev, actually, and I only RP'd in the like afternoons, late evenings, I'd be doing work and I'd have like Buddha or Tony's stream up on my other monitor, and I'd just be like tuning in. Like, it was more just like background for me, and I really liked it. So I still have that as like now when I do work in the mornings and stuff, I still have usually Buddha's stream up.
Dude, you know who I think the funniest role player is?
All right, tell me.
Chief.
Yeah, bro. Chief clips, send me, dude. Chief's so fucking good.
Chief is literally hands down the funniest motherfucker in RP. Everything he does, it's just, I don't know, man. He's just funny. He's got that comedic delivery on lock.
All right. Watch this. Get ready for this. I think Chief is to cop viewers what Harry is to crim viewers. Bam. There you go. They're just like, they are just always so fucking funny. And they're always just delivering just the funniest shit.
Yeah, they actually, I can see that. They both really are like really good. I always enjoy role playing with Harry.
Okay, here's another take that I've been cooking on a little bit. What do you think about forcing people to have multiple characters?
I think you should, and then I think all right, so I'm going to tell you something, okay? Back in 2.0, if you snitched, you could be force perma'd for it. Like, that's why nobody did it. You could literally be force perma'd. It should be, you should have to play more than one character. I used to play tons of characters, and I'm trying to go back to those roots of playing more than one character. I just have a hard time like finding my fit in like the crim RP world, because I feel like it's just really hard to develop more than like a fucking episode of South Park. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like when I do criminal, it's like prepare for the gag episode, because I'm not going to be working towards anything long term, mainly because I'm broke and don't know how to make money.
Bro, I have two points there. It's like, yeah, I feel like it's way easier to main like a criminal character and then come and like, you know, once a week, twice a week, play a cop, or in the afternoons play a cop. Because at the end of the day, cop, you can just kind of get on and sort of do it, and like stuff will come to you.
Cop went through a hard time though in 2.0. There was a period of time where if there wasn't 6 cops on duty, you were forced to get on your cop character if you were on the server. And like I did it. Whenever there was less people on the server, or less cops, I would always make sure I would hop over, because the last thing, I didn't really enjoy playing criminal when nobody could come after me. You know, I didn't really enjoy playing crim when, oh, there's only 4 cops on. What the fuck am I going to do?
Oh my God,
no one's
bro.
going to come after me.
When people complain about the like, because there's like a lot of stuff people always do this convenient thing where they're like, hey, like, there's too many cops, there's too few cops, or there's the convenient thing of, hey, this isn't realistic. Why would there be one cop for every criminal? And then they're like, people always do the like realism arguments in the worst way. But one thing that is unrealistic, but I fully support, is the cop presence should always be overwhelming. I would rather have too many cops than too few. Because if you have too many cops, cool, guess what the cops are doing? They're not going to a ping chase, and they're just doing fucking cop like water cooler RP, like Mission Road PD, like, and they could actually then do their RP. And then if I'm a criminal and I rob a fucking bank with guns and hostages, instead of fucking 2 fucking CVPIs chasing me in my fucking McLaren supercar, I have fucking, you know, fucking 6 cruisers, bunch of fucking SUVs, Air 1, Air 2, Cat Cam, you know, the fucking XQC bit, man. I want the fucking works chasing after me, because my favorite part in all of 3.0, my favorite part is when and this is why I still love robbing banks. I love robbing banks and looking behind me and seeing just all these fucking cars and lights and helicopters. That shit never gets old to me, dude. I fucking love those big chases. Like,
yeah,
so
I like them too.
I always want there to be more cops. I'm with you on that.
Well, the thing is, all right, so the thing that was better in 2.0 than in 3.0 is that there was a lot more civilian RP. So crime didn't really happen like 24/7. Like, you didn't have like this Zoomer ADHD bullshit of like S+ cars. There wasn't even a lot of like tuner cars back then. They did a real good job back in 2.0. 3.0 is where the cars got a little insane and crazy. But there just wasn't as much crime, so you didn't need as many cops. I think 3.0 would be better. Like, civs make the world feel more alive, but like civ RP now is just like standing at a business taking somebody's food order. Like back then, like there was a lot of good civs. Like there was people who put a lot of effort into like their civ RP, like the lawyers. Like I'm not sure if you know, but like I mained a civilian non-corrupt lawyer for like a year and a half. Like I mained a lawyer named Rory O'Banion, and it was like literally every day. It's like I wasn't doing crime or anything, but the RP was fucking amazing, and I wasn't even corrupt. I didn't even do anything illegal. It was
so like, did you ever like
so good?
But like, didn't the call to do illegal shit like ever hit you though? Like,
no, not really. I mean, not really. I didn't really have to. Like, the RP was so good. Like back then there was only a couple lawyers. Everybody wanted to work with Murphy Braun and Rory O'Banion. And Murphy Braun and Rory O'Banion. Oh, and Norman Bones was also a good attorney back then too. Did Ziggy. Like they would just want to work with us, and then that's all there was for attorneys back then. So, and then people were actually suing each other actively and fucking pressing cases against the PD regularly. And the DOJ was like really fucking fast acting about it too. Like stuff would happen within a week. It was was fucking amazing.
So is this a 3.0 problem? Because I have it sounds like you actually have some cool fucking characters. I've heard Rory, you have Slim, and you have Kyle Pred. Why are you always on your self-insert cop Kyle Pred?
Why am I always on my cop? Well, mainly because I like cop RP the most. I think, but also it's the one that people watch the most.
There it is, right? Because like at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you got to go where like a little bit where the bread is, right?
Yeah, but most of the time, back in 2.0, I could play any character and have the same amount of viewers. I just mained cop for so long because of being like high command and like being the sheriff and shit that it kind of like devalued like my like the people wanting to see something else.
You had a lot of shit go. I know. By the way, I'm fucking with you. I was gonna say like self.
No.
Like, over the last year, you've had. Well, I mean, I want to do a whole fucking episode. Maybe this is next week's episode. We need to figure. Not next week. I think we're doing this every 2 weeks. Hey, listen. By the way, for those wondering, we're doing this every 2 weeks. I'm not trying to fucking, you know. We got RP to do, obviously, you know. But every 2 weeks, One of the episodes, though, I want to go deep dive into what it means to be what does self-insert mean? Because I think self-insert can be both good and bad. Like, I think being like fucking some of the best actors play themselves in every single fucking role.
You can
right?
be a self-insert and still have a good RP as long as like you're staying true to yourself and not like picking and choosing what you're choosing to RP, because most people only measure their RP in W's and L's, and a lot of people refuse to take L's.
Yeah. And I think even like by being a like somewhat self-insert, you play the character more authentically, right? Because you can add in more like real things as opposed to, you know, trying to be something that you're clearly not, right?
Dude, the self-insert RP that Moon started on the server was honestly some of the best RP of 3.0, with people playing exaggerated versions of themselves, but
the
actually
pure
having fear and
self-insert,
shit.
yeah.
That stuff was good, because there's a big, like, a self-insert is just basically, like, I can tell you right now, like, what makes like a bad self-insert is just someone that finds a reason to kind of be mad at everything going on around them to a point where it like fucks with them OOC, and doesn't really care about anything except like coming out on top and like winning and like doing basically, it's like people want to stick to what they want in RP as opposed to like what is actually going to happen to them for when they get caught doing X or caught doing Y.
I think it's like it's the direction of stuff where it's like, hey, I'm putting a lot of my personality and character into this character, but as soon as I start to take things that happen to my character, yeah, maybe that's a good way of framing self-insert. If I'm putting stuff into the character, that's totally fine. That's from me. But as soon as I take stuff from the character and let that affect me, that's where it's fucked up. Because that's, I think, what always happens is the people who play self-inserts, then, you know, if you shit on their character, they take it as a personal slight. Yeah.
That's the issue with it. I mean, like, honestly, I mean, you can be like a version of yourself as long as like you understand the consequences of like what you're doing. It's just 90% of the server is just, you know, tough guy gangsters, right? Tough guy gangsters attached to their fan club.
Oh, have you never heard? Did you never see when I actually had Mickey tweet this out? This was Mickey being a self-insert and tweeting this out. But I had Mickey tweet out the gangster starter pack. Did you ever see that?
Oh yeah, I think I remember that, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, I tweeted that. That was when I was mayor. I tweeted that out. Oh my god, it was like it's like shirtless,
good mayor.
Shirtless, tattoos, class 2 on the back, tight skinny jeans that are sagging, Zoomer haircut, mask on your face, shoots cops, loyal to your gang, wearing Louis Vuitton belt, and then wearing like a fucking chain that said gang on it.
Dude, in 2.0, if you were running around with a gun on your back 24/7, right, you would have gotten easily banned, because like it's just cop baiting. It got to the point where like people are just like, I'm goofy, I have a class 2 on my back, just running around, fucking full sprint, doing whatever, driving around and shit like that. Like you would hide that shit in 2.0. You wouldn't just flaunt it everywhere you go, because they were rare and people would take them from you.
Yeah. I feel like that. I feel like removal of class 2s and like I feel like guns are actually in a pretty good spot on 3.0 now.
It shouldn't have been. I don't think we needed to get rid of them. I think what we just needed to do was just make them more rare, and then fucking like just match the force matrix actually as cops, and then things would have been fucking fine. But it's just like when everyone's running around like a fucking dumb fuck, it's just like this is cop baiting. You know, it's just it literally is just that. It's just cop baiting.
So when I chat, so one thing I think people do too often, but never, or when people do, is they make their character the same name as them. Well, Kyle, how do you feel about that? Making your character the same name as you.
Well, because I didn't originally make my cop character. Oh no, I did. I just thought it would help with like at the time I didn't know the comms and like know how to like do all the cop RP stuff. I'm not really sure how to answer that. I just think I just did it.
I think a lot of I think I've even said that you probably shouldn't do it, but at the end of the day, this is the other thing, is like people have to remember that we're not fucking role players that are paid for good role play. We're content creators that a lot of us, like, this is our
my real
livelihood.
name is Skylar, so I mean.
Wait, your real name is Skylar?
My legal name? Yeah, my legal name was
What?
Skylar.
Okay.
Yeah, my legal name was
Don't-
Skylar.
Okay. Yeah. You changed it though?
I'm just fucking with you. My name's always been Kyle.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, I like RP chat with Blau and Kyle. If I had to do RP chat with Blau and Skylar, I would cancel this shit after this episode. So, anyways.
Oh yeah, so would I.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think there's often a lot of criticisms, and this is what we'll get into. I think in the podcast we talk about stuff even outside of when we get out of NoPixel, when we're talking about role play in other games or in other communities, which is you always kind of have to make like a balance between what is just good pure role play versus the reality of like, hey, there's business decisions, there's people who are content creators involved, and like at the end of the day, having your character named Kyle Pred and your stream named Kyle, it's pretty good. Having your stream be Rami and your character be Rami, it's pretty, like, that's good.
It's good branding.
Buddha and Buddha, good for branding, right? I think, like, you know, as long as you avoid all the issues that come with that, right?
Well,
Which I
having
think
your
you do,
stream
actually.
named after yourself is terrible for marketing. You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, all of us as streamers are a product that we want to be consumed. And I can't exactly sell T-shirts that have Kyle written on them.
Honestly, I'd buy a t-shirt with Kyle on it.
Well, you wouldn't have to buy it. I'd give it to you for free.
Oh my God, thank you so much. If and when I ever do merch,
You give me free. You'll give me free
I'm
swag.
gonna make you pay for it.
Okay, all right.
Trying to earn that money. All right.
All right.
We've been going for, oh my God, we've been going for like hour and a half, hour and some change for this because I want to try and like, I want you to be able to get back to your fucking RP, stuff like that. The last segment of RP chat, I actually think just kind of be fun if we do, this is the RP frog section. So speed round, answer questions from chat, and chat asks us whatever spicy drama baiting questions they want. The clip channels can get their clips in, and we can satisfy the frog's desire to, go fucking crazy with it. So chats, here's your chance to speed run some questions. Also, before we get to answering the question, I will say we'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. I don't know where I'm going to do this, but I want to check in with people to see if they like the day and the time for this. How do you feel about it? I still feel like weekend is the slower time, and we should do it on a weekend. But I don't know. You like weekends?
I think Saturday is a little later in the day would be probably the best time to do
Yeah,
something like this.
I'm feeling Saturdays afternoon. Well, I guess it's like early evening for you, but I feel like Saturdays are probably the best day.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do them whenever you want to do them.
Listen,
These are
I'm
fun.
gonna say listen. Do you want to know that this is kind of fucking crazy? I'll fucking say it. Do you want to know why Saturdays are slow?
Why?
Buddha takes Saturdays off. Dude, where am I wrong? Buddha drives so much of the RP in NoPixel.
Especially right now.
Oh, actually, and K takes Saturdays off too. You literally have K and Buddha taking fucking Saturdays off. And obviously, I know there's like Cop and Civ RP, but it's like if you think about if two of the like sort of titans, like giants, take the same day off, like, I have both chats open. Someone said Blau is such a Buddha fanboy. Bro, fuck Buddha. I said it. Fuck Buddha. He keeps... Bro, I had to deal with this guy always mauling at me for fucking changing the thermostat. And it was Tony in the end, okay? It was literally... Bro, I lived out like Clean Boys RP in real life. It's like Lang Buddha's fucking pissed at Mickey for something Mickey did, when in reality it was actually Tony Corleone that did it. That's literally
what do you keep your thermostat at? What's your ideal thermostat?
Dude, I lowered it one time from fucking like I think it was reading 75 and I lowered it to 72. It's like it's not even bad.
Bro, all right, listen, people would hate living with me. You know what I keep my house at? 69.
Honestly, it's too cold, but because it's 69, I respect it.
Well, I mean, I like all right, so I mean, especially in my stream room when I have the door closed, it needs to be like that shit. Like even right now, like I'm gonna go check my thermostat real quick up here. It's right by my door.
Yeah, I do think people need to realize that streamers have to keep it cooler because we have the fucking PCs generating heat all day, and we have, I mean, like my camera generates a fuck ton of heat and then overheats sometimes, and then I have a fucking ring light in my face. Like we actually do need to keep it cooler.
Yeah, I'm in like a tight space with 2 PCs, so like I need that shit to be at 69 upstairs when I'm streaming.
Yeah, no, I think generally cool. All right, I have both chats open, guys. Hit us with some of your questions. Kyle, you pick out the first one. I'll pick out the next one. We'll do a little bit of Q&A. Give the frogs the juicy questions they want answered.
I'm only answering questions that have like 100 or 500 bits or a resub attached to them or something. Those are the only questions I give a fuck about.
Okay, well, while we wait for them to enter their PayPal information for you, someone in my chat said, "How can you fix us, Pepega chatters? We ruined so much RP. Heal us, pretty please." All right, hot take. I think a lot of role players ruin RP and then blame it on chats and communities, and then that just further fuels the like tribalism of roleplay. And at the end of the day, the people who should be responsible for good RP are the role players, not the fucking chats.
Yeah, sometimes my chat runs wild. I got a good question. Favorite ever RP arc?
Give me a, since we're on, this is a little bit of a 2.0 theme podcast. Give me a 2.0 one for you.
Alabaster Slim versus the Lost MC.
Give me like the synopsis.
Because I'm basically,
I'll probably watch it later too.
Yeah, that was a good one. The way that I was playing it was I would pretty much like soft perma if they downed me once, and they never downed me for weeks. And we went at it for a while. There was like 3 biker permas and massive like shootouts and stuff like that, assaulting like their compound back then. And it was honestly really good. They captured OTT, and then what I did was I went and I made an anonymous phone call from a payphone that they had OTT in their possession, like putting even like if the information got back to them like a perma or whatever up for grabs. Like I fucking convinced during that arc, I convinced the not deputy mayor, the assistant the district attorney, the DA to like go on a date with Slim while the bikers were hunting me, and I went and picked her up as the bikers were hunting me, and I got them all charged with terrorism for trying to like kill me while I had the district attorney with me. That was pretty cool.
Damn.
Yeah, I did like a whole bunch of stuff to them in that shit. Like everything was about like having like a plan, like or like something to have like some type of a leg up. Because back then it was like shit was crazy. They would be riding around on their bikes with their scorpions trying to like fucking kill me, and I'd be in my trademark blue and white striped Saber Turbo.
I like this. So you mentioned soft perma. I kind of like the idea of that. Is that basically like a, hey, like my character won't be gone from existence forever, but like a serious, like they will be.
Yeah, I would have been ICU'd for a week or two.
Yeah, I would not be opposed to forced, like whatever you'd call them, not soft perma. Yeah, forced ICUs. I'd be okay with that.
I killed their president. So the way the whole thing went down is like, so Slim and the Lost MC were kind of beefing.
Yeah.
Slim and Gomer went to meet with them at the Yellow Jacket. Eugene and Curtis were outside with fucking M240s, like those big ass like military grade class 3 weapons.
Ooh.
And shit just like the president at the time was actually Sock, who's the assistant chief now. He was the president or the leader of the Lost MC. And like stuff just did not go like as planned, and I fucking killed him. Like I shot him and killed him right there. He perma'd, and we got into a massive gunfight with the bikers like around the area of the Yellow Jack and inside of it, and then we got away before the cops came. And then it was just, I don't know, it's one of the it's there's actually like a video on it on YouTube. I haven't seen it in years.
Link it. Someone link it to me. Because I want to.
You answer the next question while I'm looking for that.
Yeah, what I want to do is I want to start anything that's like discussed in the videos. I want to make sure I go and watch it then later on. Someone in my chat said
that YouTube video.
Someone in my, I'm actually going to answer a spicy question. I'm not going to give a specific person, but someone said, "Who's your least favorite character to RP with?" I'll just give you guys an honest take of a type of character that I don't like RPing with. I don't like RPing with characters that exist like outside of NoPixel. Like, you know, I'm not trying to fucking RP with like, you know, Bruno from whatever it is, fucking Encanto. You don't like
gimmicky characters. You like, I'm not fresh characters.
Yeah, I'm not trying to interact, like, because I don't know how to RP with them. Like, I'm like, dude, are you? Yeah, I just don't know what to do. There are a few exceptions to that. This is fun. But I feel like people will be like, people will say like, oh, I would just make this exception because it's like, people say you're making this exception because you're a Buddha glazer. But okay, Buddha on LeBron James is actually funny as fuck because I feel like he actually role played that LeBron James flies in to be a fucking cop when he's not fucking, and because the fucking Lakers are so down bad, I actually liked Buddha as LeBron James. I thought it was. And to be fair, Buddha just did it so fucking well. And it still felt like he was authentically a cop that was actually LeBron James as a cop. The other exception is Burn, but I feel like when Burn does it, and I don't say characters, I'm saying Burn, the role player, does it a lot, but he does characters that it feels like I never have to like answer like, hey, what's the long-term story progression for fucking who was the guy he did? Johnny Silverhands, right? Like it's like, okay, it's like he's playing this character, it's like he knows it's a gimmick, he's doing it for a little bit, and he comes in and just does it for like a bit. Kyle, are you even there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening to you. I was just still trying to find this thing. No. I listened to like half of what you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, there's a difference because like when Burn does stuff, it's like he puts a lot of effort into it. Like, you know, I mean, it's almost not a gimmick as much as it is an event. And that's why everybody loves Burn RP, is because like when he does something, he fucking goes all out on it. And it's not just like something he does all the time. Like his Scream RP was fucking hilarious. That shit was fucking fantastic. And all that, and pretty much well, Burn's different. And I'm extremely biased because Burn's one of my favorite people in the world. He like, his RP is always like high effort. All of it.
Always like high effort.
Always.
Bro, and people don't talk about this enough. Burn is also is literally the opposite of main character syndrome. He literally gives other people the chance to be main characters and will support them as main characters. I mean, obviously, so, you know, sometimes he does stuff that is like, you know, his character in it is a main character, but all the time he does these characters where he is literally supporting other people to be the main character and is so fucking good at doing that. I watched this arc. I don't know who, this is going to be a weird niche arc, and I don't know if people watched it, but it was honestly some of the best RP. Did you ever see his arc, the U arc that he did with Fuzi's character April? That shit was fucking crazy. Yeah, his Joe Goldberg arc was so good.
Everything Burn does is. Oh, I found it, by the way.
All right, link it. It's probably long. I won't be able to watch it today, right?
It's only 5 minutes. We could literally just take a breath and like watch it real fast.
All right, you know what? That's what we're doing. We're each taking a breath. We're watching it. Boom. Let's go.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna pull it up now too. Remember me, motherfucker?
I don't think you need context, chat. We're just going to watch it. It's Jailbreak. This is one of Kyle's characters doing a crazy jailbreak. Or CG doing a jailbreak for Kyle's character. Side note, I love when characters actually look like fucking criminals, like a clown mask, like a skull mask like that, and don't just look like some fucking cyberpunk zoomers.
Because there's some of these charges I didn't do, and you know what I'm saying? Like if some of it's mixed with some of the shit that I did do, then it makes me look guilty for all of it, right?
And as a lawyer, dealing with 4 separate incidences is going to be a pain in my balls in court. With you don't.
Ready? Yeah, I'm going for it.
Bro, this edit is crazy.
Cop on me, cop on me, cop on me. Hey, we're good to go here, we're good to go. Bring in the car.
Oh shit, oh yeah!
They're all dead in there.
Get fucked.
They're all dead in there.
Dead?
Yeah, except for Murphy. Murphy's alive.
What up, motherfuckers?
Hell
Dump truck.
yeah.
Way, move out the way.
Wait,
Dear
you
God.
Fuck.
Supplies are in the trunk.
What the fuck? You can open that?
Get in. Quick, get in the back. Yo, get in the back of the truck, grab some shit.
Cops are here, we need to get in position.
I'm in position, front gate.
Wait, where's the next part?
There is a season. There is a second one, I think. I think there's a second one.
Bro, that was sick.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty much like how the entire thing went down too. It's
Holy
crazy.
shit. Damn.
That's one of my favorite cinematics. I actually think that was like cinematic of the year when that was made. But I'm not 100% sure.
We need more shit like that. All right, I'm gonna pee while I wait for the next question, and then we'll wrap some stuff up. We'll do a few more questions from chat, and then you can get back to your RP.
All right, cool. All right, let's see some questions.
Hey, do like 1,000 bit or like 5 gifted sub like minimum for your stuff. Try and farm some stuff.
I'm just gonna take. I'll take the questions. I was just kidding. I'll take the fucking question, dude. Yeah, that stuff was like that RP then was like so crazy. Even just watching that video made me fucking miss shit so much. Like that video literally gave me like goosebumps, kind of. Honest expectations of 2.0. It really depends on for me. It really depends on how hard the bar is set, like where the bar is set for like role play overall. Is it just going to be a Pog Tent 2.0 fucking festival, or is it going to be an actual like fucking, you know, an actual fucking thing?
I'm making a new character for 2.0.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me about it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, my plan in general has been that I basically want to like split Mickey into 2 characters and then make a third character, because I do like kind of too much on. I'll probably just retire Mickey to like being a lawyer, and you know, kind of like a Nino retirement. He'll be like a lawyer and occasional, you know, drug trafficker. I want like a more like it's hard to like make. I think Buddha runs into this too, but like both of us now having been mayor, it's like, what do we do with our characters, right? Like I can't like go around robbing houses again. It doesn't make sense.
Mayor to house burglar.
Yeah, exactly. Like I also just genuinely, I think I will be way happier if I have like 3 or 4 characters to play. I need to consult with you because I want to make a cop character, but I don't know. It's tough. I can't do Clay Kona. The voice hurts me too much to do.
Can you do a Boston accent? Do like a Departed kind of cop, like a Departed Matt Damon, or fucking
that'd be kind of fun.
Departed Mark Wahlberg.
Was your fucking boy? Yeah.
My original cop had a Boston accent, and then I turned him into Rory O'Banion.
Yeah, I need to do something for a. I want to do something for a cop. I'm just not sure. Yeah, I'll probably consult with actually a bunch of cop streamers, because I want to do more cop RP probably for like probably not till 4.0. But all right, I'm looking for some good questions. Someone said how to improve prison, parson, hospital RP. Oh God. Hot take. You either go all out with it or you remove it. You either make it a really, really big priority or you don't have it at all. Middle ground.
Have all the guards stop being pussies.
Yeah. I think you may like. I legitimately think you. I think you should cut some of them. Like
100%.
Not like when I say like cut some of them, like there's basically like what would you call it? It's like institution RP and stuff like that. There's some that you just kind of need to cut and not do. Because I genuinely feel like a lot of people are like, well, it's lackluster. There's this problem, this problem. Like either you need to just not have it be a place for role play, or you need to fully commit to supporting it. It's like that saying, you know, when it's like, if you're going to help someone, you have to help them all the way through, you know?
Prison RP has always been something that would be great if people were more open to it. A lot of people that like go to prison feel like it's like it hurts their content. But I used to go to prison more than I was out on the street in 1.0 and in 2.0 a lot of the time. And it was always fine, especially when you had people to like RP with. Like I remember back when they added the new prison cell block, which they didn't have before. And then the cops would come up, and so there was no DOC. The cops would actually be the DOC. It was a lot of fun, actually, having people to interact with when that was like fresh. The thing that like, all right, look, you want to know like how you really fix jail RP?
How?
You make it its own little ecosystem and its own little world where it's like, hey, like prison should almost be a place that like you really don't want to go to, because people will just run your pockets and make you do bitch work for them, or they'll fucking stab you or something. Like nowadays you couldn't do that because like people, you know, just can't stand not being like the big bad, but it would be dope to see kind of almost like a Butcher Bay aspect of prison RP, where it's like if you go there, it's like you're the bitch until proven otherwise.
Yeah, if you see people in my chat mentioned, like, here's an example of prison RP that I think works well, but like look at the situation of it, right? And like, and someone in my chat said, Blau, you're disrespecting early 3.0 prison RP. Listen, I'm not trying to disrespect RP, and I'm not saying that there's not incredible RP that occurs in prison, but I think we all know that it's like, it's always been a point of contention with a lot of people about like the quality of like, it's not even the quality, it's often, it's not the quality of prison RP, it's the consistency. That's been the issue. And I'm just saying that you either go all out with it or you just don't have it in your roleplay server at all. I look at Wild RP and their Sisika RP is fucking amazing and everyone praises it, but
they put a lot of effort into it.
They put a lot of effort into it, and
people are going to be there for long periods of time. They have to put effort into
exactly.
it.
And like, let's look at other things. The little server owner role plays as the warden and creates that, right? Like, but that's what I'm saying when I'm like, that's all in, right? You either go that route or you just don't do it at all. All right, I think we answered that.
Yeah.
Right? We answered that pretty well.
Pretty much did.
Yeah.
Prison RP should be a thing. It's great.
All right, you pick the next question. Give me a spicy one. Give me a spicy one.
Not seeing anything. How do you incentivize people to push storylines when it doesn't gain them clout or viewers? It actually does. That's the thing that'll gain you more clout and viewers than fucking winning a shootout. If you have like a good story going on that involves a lot of people.
A shootout will give you Pog for a lot, and Pog and viewers for a few seconds. The storyline gives it to you for weeks, you know. Also, a lot of people just roleplay just because it's fun. I mean, like, I'll be honest. I've done like, you know, having just done content creation in general. There are days where I've had incredible viewers, but I'm just not fucking happy. Like you will learn. Like chat needs to also realize this about like. I mean, again, I'm speaking more for like the full-time content creators who they are content creators before they are role players. Like oftentimes, I get more satisfaction out of good content and stuff that I'm enjoying, regardless of what the view count is. When I played Apex Legends with Tony and Buddha, when we used to do our degenerate Apex streams, I was like, I don't know, I had like 500, 600 viewers. I was at low viewers for that. I fucking loved it though. That was some of my favorite shit. When you do it long enough, you realize that you care more about enjoying what you're doing and having fun. I think the same thing would apply to roleplay, right? As long as you're enjoying it and having fun with it, you'll probably care more about that than whether you're getting Pog view counts.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
well,
dude,
should we?
Bro, Kevin had 13,000 viewers on Facebook last night for the Simone arc. That's fucking wild.
That's crazy over there on Facebook. That's like 30,000 on fucking Twitch.
That is a third. That's 30K on Twitch. That's 100%.
Wild. Should we take any more questions or should we like wrap up now?
I think we wrap up. I think we've listened. Okay. We probably need to set more time for questions. We've already run for 2 hours. I was gonna try and keep this shorter. Anyways, everyone, this was the first of hopefully many of these. I don't want to do them like every week because I don't want us to burn out of them. But if you guys enjoyed this, these are RP chats. I don't know. Speak a little bit about. We have no fucking infrastructure set up for that. I have this. We have a. I'm gonna comment on how I came about. We're like shooting the shit. I was like, yo, Kyle, let's do a fucking RP podcast. I have a great.
We got something else that we're working on though too that people are probably going to be happy about once we can finally like start getting traction with that.
Oh, speaking of, I need to talk to you about that because we actually have some. I have good news for you about that. Really good news.
Oh, really?
Oh, I have really, really good news about that.
Really? Oh, okay, I'm excited.
Okay, I have really good news about that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. In fact, I will need some of your time next week for that.
Perfect.
So,
I'll be available.
Yeah.
I'll be 100%
no leaks, but yeah,
available.
we're cooking up something else. It was actually because we were cooking on that, and then I was like, what we had been talking about. Again, we're not leaking, but we're
We've been
cooking
talking about
on
it
something
for 2 months. No, like
Yeah.
a month or 2 months. We've been
And then
trying to do something.
And then the thing is, I feel like everyone and their mother has a fucking podcast these days, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of podcasts are just like, I don't know. It's like either they're just so broad and generic, just talking about everything in life, or it's like, I don't know, like 3 white guys sit around and talk about borderline, misogynistic ideas and concepts and how to scam people with crypto, right? Like that's like 95% of podcasts.
Is that impulsive?
Anyways, no, but I realized that I feel like I hadn't seen many like really good kind of long-term RP podcasts. I love what Tony does, but Tony's is more of like a interview and like get to know the streamer behind the characters, which I think is sick, but it's a little bit more niche than what I wanted to do. So I think that if people are wondering what the general gist of this is, obviously today focused a lot on NoPixel 2.0, but in general, we want to cover anything and everything RP related, We'll cover some D10 stuff, Red Dead Redemption, we'll talk about Wild RP.
But wait until we fucking have the reveal.
Oh, and the reveal. I'll try and announce what the main topic is, but obviously we'll go on side topics. But for instance, one of our main topics is going to be like, how much self-insert is too much, right? Or like, we'll do a whole episode on self-inserts, right? I think plan is every 2 weeks. I'll try and update the graphics and everything else. But again, I think it's better for us to just have this shit fucking going. We'll upgrade the graphics schedule. I think we maybe move it to Saturdays.
Yeah.
Saturdays afternoon. But yeah, I think this is pretty successful for our first one.
Yeah, I think it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed this kind of stuff.
People were asking. I'll put these on Spotify actually. Because I know a lot of people prefer listening to podcasts on Spotify. I'll put this on Spotify.
Oh, you should. That'd be great.
Yep. For those who did, or for anyone who did miss it, obviously just check either Kyle's VOD or my VOD. Yeah. All right, good shit. Go RP.
All right, man. I'll see you soon.
All right, peace.
All right, bye.